I'm holding up.
Now.
Now! The year is 1921, in the middle of August. If you want to be exact, the recent papers say it's the 18th. There's nothing like summer in the cities, they say. The soft wind rolling in from the bay, the sea fog that keeps away the California heat, the sounds of crashing waves on the shore and the squawking of seagulls. What isn't to
Mhm.
love? Other than the new prohibition laws, which, to be fair, are pretty much fully ignored, a gunpowder refinery exploding on the very first day of the decade, and a series of mysterious disappearances in the dead of night, nothing. Nothing's wrong at all. The papers barely cover it. After all, plenty of people wind up overdosed on drugs to the point they go comatose and are never seen again, so it's probably just a bunch of meth heads getting a little bit too high, right? Right? You only wish. No, no. Seriously. You only wish. If the druggies were hallucinating the echoes under the ground that sound like the roaring subway from the heart of New York, your lives would end up being much, much easier. Bucky, you're
Yes.
currently laying your head down on your pack, stuffed with your
Oh boy.
belongings. You stuff a crinkled $1 bill in your pocket, the only thing you managed to scrounge up today. A quick anxiety about your next meal comes to mind, but the thought is quickly shoved away. The cold ocean breeze buffets you as you take off your sweater, pulling it over you like a baby's blanket to keep yourself warm. This park bench isn't the best place you've slept in the years, but it isn't the cold ground. You breathe in the smells of the city streets and hear a soft whisper in your ear. Enjoy the ride. You leap up, immediately pulling out your pocket knife, but the voice vanishes as soon as it came. Please describe how your character looks as well as your reaction.
Sorry, I got distracted by our D&D gremlins being gremlins.
Okay.
Specifically Scarlet. Um, he's a 12-year-old boy, so about like 5, 10 and a half. Average 12-year-old boy, right?
We said four,
Um,
10, 10 and a half. 4, 10 and a half.
what did I say?
5. Continue.
Oh, 4, 10 and a half. Um, you can see what his face looks like, so I'm not going to describe it. The main characteristic is a mole under his right eye. Um, his clothes are tattered. He hasn't gotten new ones in a while. He has a dirty white button down and a brown fuzzy coat that he got from his best friend and pants. But those are un un. I wasn't gonna say
Unskids College Wi
unimportant.
Fi.
No, no, I couldn't hear anything. So, there you
Oh,
go. Well, everything was
Alrighty.
skipping, so
So,
yeah.
what is your reaction to the seemingly out of nowhere voice that whispers in your ear?
doing this like turning in a circle and trying to find out whoever was speaking, if anyone.
So,
Knife at the ready because yes, flight is a little
um,
child.
please roll me for spot hidden or listen, whichever you want.
Let me see the funny numbers.
Find your funny numbers. Yes.
Where's listen? There it is.
They're alphabetized.
Well, it doesn't matter which one because they are the same value.
Alrighty.
26.
26 already. That is a regular success. As you're kind of looking around, I mean, you're under like a what has ever how bright 1920 streetlights are, which admittedly isn't very bright. You don't see anything, and you don't hear anything like footsteps or breathing or like just life sounds, other than like cars driving by and people on the sidewalk. No one who would be near you is what I'm trying to say.
Cool. I guess I grab my bag and start to walk because there's not much else to do.
Alrighty. You basically kind of walk off, hoping to find somewhere else that you can sleep that isn't this place with creepy voices in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. And you're going to go to whoever's
I don't
next
know
because I'm
where in
rolling
the
dice.
city I was, so I have no idea where in the city I'm going.
Yeah, and it's not like the layout would be the same, 100 years later anyway.
And some parts of it are.
Well, yes, but that's besides the point. Alrighty. I get to play more jazz music. Alrighty. Edward. You're on an investigation in San Francisco, tasked with tracking down a series of mysterious disappearances around the Bay Area. You've finished your red-eye train journey on the South Pacific Line and have gotten off at your stop. You board a cable car, talk your seat neighbor's ear off, and eventually find your way to the modest hotel that your business booked. You thank the concierge, take your room key, and sloppily unpack your suitcase before flopping into bed. As you try to get comfortable, you hear a soft voice seemingly whisper straight into your ear. Enjoy the ride. You sit up with a start, but you see nothing lurking in your room. Please describe your character's appearance and their reaction. That's very loud. I'm gonna turn that down. College Wi-Fi doodle. Man, I would put internet. We will wait for college internet skadoodle.
Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Baller.
Hello, college internet doodle.
Tis I. Alright, so Edward sorry. Death. So Edward is a man in his like early to mid 20s. He stands at 5'9". He has a long like kind of like gingery brown hair tied up in a ponytail that he just like pulled the hair tie out of. He usually wears a red like knit vest, slacks, standard shoes that literally all men in the 1920s wear. You know, the deal. Currently, he's just sitting in, because he's a weirdo, his underwear, and his dress shirt. The tie, as he was like undoing the tie, sitting in the bed, he sits up and kind of like looks around and he goes, "Oh, what ride? I'd like to know."
Alright, what are you, like, looking for, or what are you, like, trying to figure out about where this voice came from?
I'm gonna turn this music down. This is really loud.
Yes!
He's going to, like, look for any oddities in the room, any, like, dark shadows cast from any of the corners, all that good stuff.
Alrighty, roll me specifically spot hidden then, because you're
Spot hidden?
looking, not listening.
Okay. 46.
46. What's your score?
Plus
Oh,
40.
you don't add 40, Skid. 40 is just your score. So you rolled a 6, a flat 6. The lower the number, the better. Basically, if you roll under your score, you do good things. That is actually a critical success or
Let's
extreme
fucking
success. Good job, Skid. So you know, you're kind of thrilled to finally be on an actual job that isn't just, you know, like kitty, you know, intern training. So as you kind of leap up, you very thoroughly like investigate all corners of the room. You know, pull out the drawers, make sure there's nothing off. You don't find anything as worth like suspicious.
Okay. So he kind of like stands in the middle of his room and he goes, intriguing. I'll have to bring this up with my partner later. Yeah, that's it.
That's it? Alrighty, so I'm assuming Edward basically just walks and just flops back to sleep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Where do you keep this music? Mostly because it's fine for the last character we have too. Bud. You drive home from a long day of perfectly legal work, at least that's what you told the officer the other day, and go to change your clothing into a modest set of night clothes. You brush your teeth, take a swig of water, and climb into bed. As you roll your sheets over yourself and close your eyes, limbs dead tired from a long day at work, you feel a chill sensation at the back of your neck as a soft voice whispers, "Enjoy the ride." You whip around, but no one is there, and the chill sensation vanishes as quick as it came. Please describe your character's appearance as well as his reaction.
Right now, he kind of has like this kind of like lackadaisical, like lifting his head up, and he rubs his eyes, and he kind of thinks to himself, I'm probably hearing something a coworker probably said. Oh. As he leans up, he just begins like rubbing his eyes, and then he looks around the room. Yeah, I'm gonna say that Bud is gonna be staying in some kind of like dingy apartment.
Yeah, probably.
And then from there, like a single like bedroom apartment. You know those really shitty ones, like just the bedroom, kitchen, and then like a very like small
bathroom.
Small bathroom.
Yeah.
He currently looks around, and he's currently standing there with a tank top, tank top and boxers, as he just begins like rubbing his temples, thinking about how he nearly got assault. How he heard that there's bootleg assault. There's bootleg anti-bootleg police force. I was just really getting worried about that. And right now, he currently opens his eyes and he puts his glasses on, and he looks around the room. Like, did I hear that or did I imagine it? Whatever. And he just lays back down. Normally, he dressed in what do you call those little what do you call those things where you tighten around your ankles up to your right below your kneecap? I forgot what they're called.
Like the cargo pant things.
Yeah. He wears one of those where there's the little strap that goes under the shoe to secure the leggings part. He wears black. So he wears a black pants with a brown with a brown sweater, and then over on top of that he wears a blue overcoat. That goes maybe as low as his kneecaps with black fingerless gloves with a brown, and after that he wears a brown scarf. And he also wears some pretty, even though the image I'm using is a rectangular, I prefer circular glasses.
Okay. Cool. So you kind of look around. You kind of brush it off as you imagining things and just being anxious about your daily life. And you roll back to sleep. And all of your characters, in one way or another, eventually fall asleep. As people do. That's kind of a normal person function, Sleep. Unless you're Tam, in which case you don't sleep because you're a bad person and bad at humaning. Anywho. This is much quieter, this music. It's train ambience. Alrighty. Waking up from your sleep, you all expect to wake up where you went to bed. After all, that is how Euclidean reality works. However, that is not the case. You all wake up lying in stacked bunk beds within a subway train car. The room is bathed in a dim globe light that protrudes from the ceiling, and the soft rumbling sounds of a train on tracks provides a soothing ambience. A small vending machine and filing cabinet sit by a door that seemingly leads to the next car over. You guys don't know each other. You don't know where you are. However, you all wake up here at around the same time. We're going to say that out of all of you.
I'll volunteer.
Yeah, I actually rolled a 3 or a 6 anyway. So yeah, Will, you're gonna wake up first.
Bud Mealy, he kind of wakes up out of fright as he hears a train whistle, and he as soon as he leans up, he pulls a knife out of his pillow.
Alrighty, so you pull a knife out of, you pull your knife, which yeah, you will have. That makes sense for your job because might have to murder a police every now and then, get into gang wars, that kind of stuff.
It's more like as in trying to intimidate people who give him trouble.
Yeah, so you basically pull out a switchblade. And you basically kind of look around the room and you see two other, people. One guy who appears to be in his mid-20s and one young, probably young teens as far as you can tell looking kid. Basically sleeping, I wouldn't say soundly, but sleeping in the beds near you.
So who are the two of you, and are you here to take me to the big house?
You'd two both wake up to that.
And he goes, what's a daisy like you doing here? Hello? You're just staring at me.
You can hear. Will.
What?
Well, we can hear you.
Okay. I didn't hear a response.
Tam is asking what you said.
Oh, so yeah,
in character.
Oh, yeah. In character. Well, I called Edward a daisy, which is a
Edward a daisy.
Yeah. I said, who's the kid in the daisy?
Oh, that's not what I heard.
I don't know what daisy means as an insult.
I'm calling. It's not really an insult. It's more like an observation. He's essentially calling you he's calling you unmasculine.
Yeah, he's calling you a femboy.
Man, I've been femboyized already.
In 1920s lingo.
I called the kid a kid.
The first thing that Will said, for the record, Tam, was, "Who are you two, and are you here to take me to the big house, aka prison?" That's what you two wake up to.
I actually have an entire little notepad here of 1920s slang words. I spent more time on this than my character sheet.
I'm dying. Edward kind of like sits up in his bed and he kind of like leans his he seems he like sits very carefree like he sits crisscross applesauce and he like puts his he like rests his fist on his chin, his elbow resting on his leg, and he goes, "The big house? No. I don't take anybody to the big house. What are you doing here? Last I checked, this was my hotel room."
As you look around, you realize with like a start that, fuck, this isn't my hotel room. So you remember, going on the South Pacific train line to get to, San Francisco, Edward. And this looks like, like the sleeping accommodations on that train, except as you look out the window, you see like stone walls flying past you.
Oh, intriguing. This is completely different than what I'm used to.
Can I pretend to be asleep still for a bit, even though I'm awake, so they don't know I'm awake?
Yes, you pretend to be asleep.
Can we tell? Can we try and tell if Bucky is asleep?
Yeah, both of you, please roll me. Oh, God, there's no perception. This is the problem I am encountering. I just can't say roll perception for everything.
Yeah.
Vix, roll me
Yes?
disguise.
Yeah, I can do that. Let me find the funny number.
And you two who are, trying to look at this, like determine whether or not
The child is
Vix,
asleep.
the child is asleep. Please roll me against your intelligence.
What do
Flat
I?
intelligence.
So what do I
Flat
roll?
intelligence.
Okay.
Just roll against your intelligence score.
Okay. I roll 2 numbers. Okay, 2d10s. All right. See what I
Is it
get.
Kid,
roll another
holy
6?
crap! Yeah, that's a. What's your
70?
skid? What? 70? Shit, that's a critical. That's an extreme success.
I got an
Let's fucking
88.
go.
You got an 88. Will, that is, I believe, a fail.
All right.
Correct me if I'm wrong. So, Tam, in order to convince Edward that
Yes.
you're sleeping, you need to roll a critical success, which means 1/5 or lower.
The obligatory
score
character
in-
fighting.
Yeah.
Does a 7 count?
A 7 count. What's your score? In
25.
25? No, that is an extreme success. That is not under a fifth of it. So, though you look pretty convincingly asleep, Edward, you've, done enough cases to, have to determine whether someone's actually unconscious, whether they're dead, whether they're, pretending to be unconscious. So as you kind of look, you notice like the patterns in Bucky's breathing basically give away that he's not asleep. But to you, Bud, this child looks dead asleep like a log.
I think the fact that he's more concerned that he's more so like in his like air quote nightgown. Is his clothes nearby?
His clothes are nearby. You guys notice that your normal clothes are folded at the foot of your bed for everyone Bucky who is wearing his normal clothes.
Edward,
Yeah.
as he's as he like grabs his hair tie and like starts putting his hair back up, he goes, "I know you're awake there, kid. You don't have to hide. We're not gonna do anything. At least I'm not."
Was he so then from there he still kind of keeps like his he doesn't keep like his knife in a threatening stance anymore. He goes so probably a dip.
I do not know what that means.
Did he just call me a dick?
Dip.
A dip.
You have to explain what these mean, because none of us know.
It's more fun if I don't.
No, I would like to know what you're
I can
calling
Google
my
it.
character so he can react to it.
A dip is a slang term for pickpocket.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anywho, and it goes like, all right, are you like, do you work for like any other like rival, any kind of like, do you work for Capone?
No.
All right then who are you?
Edward O'Sullivan,
Okay.
federal investigator.
Oh, a gumshoe.
Can I start slowly reaching for my own knife?
Yeah, you basically slowly reach and pull your own, like, shiv out of your pocket.
Yeah.
We can see you. We can see the shuffling of the blankets now. There.
You can see the shovel of the blankets, yes. You now know that the child is also awake.
Yeah, and I go like we could definitely see the beds shifting there, Dippy.
Now, why don't we stop being hostile, as we are clearly in a strange environment that none of us have been in before? Why don't we, I don't know, try working together or something to figure out where we are? Because taking out weapons isn't going to do you any good.
I don't know. It works most of the time. It seems to me the dip thinks so as well.
I'll slowly sit up and sort of just glare at this middle-aged man sitting, lying down,
Standing.
Standing.
standing
I
across from
imagine
me, and
Edward is like sitting on like a top bunk and kind of just like leaning down, kind of like he's just giving both of you like the biggest grin. He's having a fun time.
Alrighty.
so I'm
So,
still glaring at this middle-aged man with the knife in my hand, being like, clearly not happy with the situation.
do you say anything?
I'm getting to that.
Okay. I'll be quiet. I'll shut up.
And I'll say, are you gonna shoot me as well?
It's more like if it was probably attached to a gun, like as a bayonet, then maybe. But it's just a knife here.
What about you, pimp? For fun fact, in that time period, pimp meant gay man in a derogatory way. Oh, get his dead.
Hmm.
My glaring has shifted to you.
And then from there, it kind of goes like, all right then. And so I'm either you're give me your name or I'm gonna keep calling you Dippy.
Okay, there we go. Edward's reaction to what Bucky just said is, a pimp? Oh, I just told you my job title. I can't be a pimp.
Yeah, you don't
They,
see
listen
they
more.
didn't.
you don't see the gum on the shoe.
I'm not wearing shoes.
So he points in the direction of your outfit, your clothing.
He's what? He's
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to both of you.
Oh,
dude. Edward is wearing a suit and tie, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's dressed like a businessman.
yeah. I'm pointing toward your clothes that is folded since you said you're not dressed.
Ah, yes. Let me do that. Edward, like still sitting on the top of the bunk, is going to put his clothes back on.
All
Put
right,
your clothes that are not your nightshirt and boxers back on.
all right.
Yay.
So is a dip a mute?
my name's not Dippy, bitch.
Ah, he
Why don't you
can
tell us your
speak.
name then?
Bucky.
Bucky. Nice to meet you, Bucky. I'm sure we can be the bestest of friends.
Then from
Are you
there,
like,
so
right?
and then from there, so Bud is going to be like raises his eyebrow in slight confusion, and he slowly like drifts the knife away from Bucky and points in direction towards Edward.
Is
Let's
there
see.
anything I can help you with? Being on the business end of that?
So not
Do I
really.
still have my backpack? Hello? Do I still have my backpack?
Yeah, you all have like, Edward, you see your like suitcase full of like, your notepad, all that kind of stuff.
Augers.
Will, you see like your knapsack that you keep like your personal stuff in throughout the day, like your money and your knives and your canteens, all that kind of stuff. You have that.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys have like, your belongings as if like you guys actually had felt like put your stuff down like, next to your beds the day prior, even though you obviously didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Edward is going to he's going to take his coat and like that goes over his usual fit. He's going to put it on so that way he can attempt to hide the fact he's putting his gun in his holster that's on his like his hip. He
Alrighty.
closes his suitcase and he jumps off of the top bunk holding it. He adjusts his height and he goes, "So, which way shall we go?"
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So,
while that's going on. Yeah.
Would you like to have a description of the room real quick?
Yeah.
Again? So,
During
other
all
than
this
the
is
bunk
going
beds in
on.
here.
Oh, sorry. Bud will get Buddy will get dressed.
Alrighty. We're gonna assume you all get dressed, take stock of your stuff.
Me
Basically,
getting
in
dressed,
this...
put on a jacket.
Yeah. Basically, the only things to note other than the door that leads to the next car is a small vending machine and a filing cabinet. that sit basically. I don't have a map of this room, but they sit kind of like on either side of where the door will open.
Augers. All right. Well, Edward, being apparently the only rational one right now, is going to start walking towards the filing cabinet and the vending machine to inspect it.
Alrighty, which one would you like to inspect? And while
Let's
this
go
is
with
going,
the filing cabinet first.
alrighty, and while this is going on, Tam, what did you want to do?
While Edward was doing the whole like suitcase thing, Bucky noticed the backpack, and so he snatched it to hold to his chest and took his jacket out of it, put it on. So it's basically a brown jacket with a fuzzy, like matted collar thing that's brown and slightly oversized. Also, are the bed has blankets on them, right?
Yes.
Are they like travel blankets like you get on an airplane?
No, these are like actual like those small and like, kind of thin. These are actual bunk beds. If you've ever seen like long-term train sleeping arrangements, it's like that.
I was gonna steal a blanket, but that sounds a little big.
Yeah, it is. So Skid, the filing cabinet.
Yeah.
As you pull open the filing cabinet, you find an assortment of documents. As you take one out of its folder, it seems to read absolute gibberish. Many of them read similar strange patterns, with seemingly no, sense to them. However, you feel that with enough time, maybe you could find a pattern and potentially find something that might actually be useful. Because right now, all you're finding is stuff that basically is in giant text saying, lazy lizards lethargically lick lollipops, which isn't really helping your situation.
Yeah, sure. I would like to. Edward's going to like sit down where he is on, like, directly where he's standing. Sit down. Once again, crisscross applesauce. Like, flick out the bottom of his coat, and he's going to attempt to decipher it. Just like sitting right there, just vibing, straight chilling.
Alrighty.
Can I try to shake the vending machine to see if anything falls out?
Okay, we're gonna do what Skid is doing real quick first.
Okay.
Skid, if you're trying to, like, spot, like, through the chaos, like, where the document could be, roll me spot hidden. If you're trying to, like, find out a pattern, roll me raw intelligence.
Raw intelligence. Which one's higher? Let's go with raw intelligence.
Okay. Roll me a d100.
48.
48. What is your skill? What is your intelligence?
70.
70? Alright, regular success. That is good enough. So as you are basically, you kind of are looking and you realize that, as you're kind of pulling stuff out, you kind of start pulling it from one side to the other, and you notice that it's basically spelling out a label on one of the folders, which you eventually find out where that label is. And you basically pull open that folder and you find a document that does not read gibberish and reads actual English. Would you like to pull this out? While we wait for Skid's internet to exist, Tam, you're gonna kick the vending machine, correct?
Slash shake it.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
Please roll me strength to shake the vending machine.
My strength. Average. How wonderful.
How much is the vending machine? Like the cost of it?
Yes, I want to pull. Okay. That's actually a good idea. You can inspect the vending machine while Bucky is shaking it. There is a description of it. It can be seen that this vending machine, as far as you are looking at it, doesn't take normal money. A small ticket slot, almost like when you'd seen it at an amusement park, is the only payment slot you can imagine, and a plethora of buttons litter the front. Each button has a label above it, with a seemingly price number below. The options range from bandages to water to small packs of bullets.
Interesting. Buddy is going to start like checking his pockets, including his coat pockets.
I rolled a 3, by the way.
You rolled a 3. Oh my fucking god, you just crit success to shake the vending machine. Alrighty, so with your extreme success in shaking the vending machine, you basically see this 12-year-old child run over to this vending machine and shake it as hard as possible. And you can hear stuff rattling around inside, however, nothing comes out.
Damn it! I thought I was gonna get stuff.
Not always. So not always. You're lucky the thing didn't topple over and crush you.
Yeah, if you'd failed, that's what would have happened.
If you could have done anything better.
So
Sure, we could have.
no, there's a thing called money.
What do you think? I don't have any of that.
And then so he goes, yeah. So you're such a clever one, aren't you? Anyways, what'd you find out, so Gumshoe?
Alrighty.
Good
Skid,
work.
I will read the document.
Yippee.
Dearest travelers, welcome to the Sanguine Express, an interwebbing and seemingly infinite subway system created by the conductor. The deeper you go, the more dangerous the risks, and the closer you can get to returning to your normal lives. If you're reading this, you're currently on line number 1. Line number 1 has few dangers, so take the time to get your bearings. Once you make your way a few cars down, the train should stop at a station. Disembark, and you should find your way to the Station 1's outpost. The denizens should brief you from there. Good luck, R. I will paste that, or I'll
Please
screenshot this so that you guys don't have to remember all of that. The only thing that's not correct on here is the quotation marks, because that's just how I wrote my monologue. Uh-oh. I don't have a channel for this.
Balloons place?
We're just gonna call this roleplay. The roleplay channel. Which will have everything in it. Alrighty, take this. This is the note that you read aloud, Skid, from the filing cabinet. Edward reads it very theatrically. Alrighty.
So they're saying that this rattler doesn't stop whatsoever.
No, basically, if you go down a few cars, it can be assumed to, like, the conductor's room.
Mm-hmm.
Then the train will stop itself.
Okay.
At the station.
Alright, I'm not a conductor to stop this rattler. Let's see. Well,
Wait.
Huh.
Bud has a gun, right?
Yeah, he's got a Roscoe.
You guys don't know that... Oh, no, Edward has a gun.
Yeah,
You guys
Roscoe's
gonna pickpocket Edward?
You don't know that he has a gun. He
Could I
concealed
pickpocket
it.
him for something?
Are you sure you would like to do that?
I don't know. Okay.
I mean, yeah, have fun talking to somebody who's packing heat.
Yeah. Tam wanted to ask if they could pickpocket you.
As I am a gremlin child. In real life and in game.
Well, okay.
That might end poorly. That's all I'm going to say, because Edward does, in fact, have a gun. And,
I mean, it's your life.
The likelihood that Edward's gonna shoot a 12-year-old.
Yeah, we also don't know what a federal agent would do in self-defense, because...
I mean, if you want to put your lives into a cop,
If you want to put the possibility of you already getting a major wound within the first, 30 minutes at play, you do you. I'm not saying you can't, I'm asking, are you sure you want to do that? There is a difference.
No.
Alrighty. So that's what you read out's good.
Is there anything in here that Bud can do? Because he hasn't really done anything yet.
Yeah, so there's the beds.
He just sort of
Can/would
stood there
pull a
and-
gun on a child! Okay. So as you're kind of looking around the room, there's the beds, there's the vending machine, there's the filing cabinet, and then as you look kind of closer, behind the bed, where you guys haven't really looked at, you see what appears to be like a small dresser.
Ooh,
with like 3 drawers.
Alright, I'll inspect the beds and dresser.
Alrighty, so you don't find anything in the beds, that's just kind of where you woke up. You search under the mattresses, in between the sheets, you don't find anything. You walk up to, like, the dresser, it's not really much of a dresser, it's more of, like, a nightstand with, like, 3 drawers in it, like a small cat, like, 3 pull-out drawers. So you pull out the first drawer, nothing. You pull out the second drawer, nothing. You pull out the third drawer, and you basically see that it's full of a bunch of things of lipstick. Just lipstick. You rifle through them, nothing else. Just all sorts of shades, brands of lipstick.
I'm gonna be following Bud and sort of like looking over his shoulder as he's doing this.
You're currently shaking a vending machine.
No, I stopped shaking the vending machine because nothing happened.
Okay.
So, Bud is going to look around and kind of goes, I don't see any dames, so... This is a bit odd. But, yeah, might come in handy. How many lipsticks are there?
There's probably... So they're all different sizes, shapes, different amounts of use, you notice, too.
Right.
Like, A lot of these seem like they have been used before. There's
Mhm.
everything from like lip gloss to like chapstick to
Mhm.
like actual like staining
And we all
lip
know
staining
that
stuff.
all of them are toxic in this time period.
Yep. But
Yep.
don't worry about that.
I'm gonna
Good.
reach into the drawer and grab one and be like, "What's this stuff?"
Something for
So
dames.
there's about like 50 to 70 of them just in this drawer.
Okay.
This is the biggest drawer.
So Bud's gonna take a red, a black, and a blue.
Alrighty, you take a red one, a black one, and a blue one.
And then he's also for funsies. I'll also get like, is there like a bright color one? Like I don't know what color I want to go with.
You can find one. You can find one. You kind of search through and you find one that's like bright fucking pink.
All right, bright pink. All right, pink, black, blue,
Red.
and what?
Red.
And red.
Yep.
And then from there it goes. So Bucky, you said your name was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the stuff the dames use to woo. So be careful with it. It'll definitely get you in trouble one of these days.
The what? Who to
Yes.
He goes, yeah, it'll definitely get you in trouble one of these days. You'll learn when you get older.
It's lipstick. You know.
Yeah.
Stuff you put on your lips. It's what makes people's lips colorful.
Mm-hmm. The dames love it, so like using it.
They really do. That
What's
one's
a
the color
dame?
of blood. That one's lovely.
Women. The dame's a woman.
Ladies, if you will.
Oh, like the nice ones in dresses who sometimes give me food.
Sure, yes, those ones.
Mm-hmm. I just be concerned if it's you know what? I'm not gonna say that. Anyways, I basically grab one
Oh,
of
wait,
each.
thought they were
Yes.
pretty.
Aloon's parents moment. And then from there.
Yes, Aloon's parents moment. Anyway.
So, and then from here, Bud's gonna like walk out of the room, and since this is the place where they started, he's going to pull up the blue lipstick and he's gonna put an X on it.
Okay.
And
So
then
you basically make an X on the side of the train.
I make an X on the room.
Okay.
Like before you enter the room, like he puts like an X like on the door or like the door frame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Would you guys like to proceed to the next car?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
Before we do,
I took one that looked more like chapstick. I don't. Yeah.
Edward
Okay.
I don't have any
does want to
colors.
look at the vending machine, and see if he has anything that would fit it into it.
Yeah, I also asked if Bud checked his pockets.
Okay. So, and you guys basically rifle through your pockets, and you guys notice that it looks like a ticket slot, first of all. And the second thing you notice is that in each of your respective coat pockets, you guys basically find at some point each of you would come across one of these like strange white tickets with kind of cryptic messaging. Yes? With kind of cryptic messaging on it, as depicted in the scenario pitch. And though this one looks slightly big enough, its shape is correct. So you'd think that tickets like these would be what you would put in.
Okay. What's in the vending machine again?
I'll read you
Bandages,
the list
water,
of
bullets,
items.
right?
Read you the list of items.
Whoa. List of items.
A roll of bandages, like, the ones that you can use to make a sling or wrap a wound, etc. It says 1 ticket. Antiseptic or disinfectant, 1 ticket. 3 days worth of food, 1 ticket. 3 days worth of hydration, yes, it says hydration and not water, 1 ticket. And a pack of 8.32 revolver.
Tell me it's
0.38.
almond
It's
water.
not fucking almond water! A pack of 8.38 revolver bullets, 2 tickets.
Bud's gonna look at his ticket. What is there anything written on it?
Yeah. If you look at the, like, graphic that I have in the scenario pitch, I'll just read it off. At the top, it reads, Sanguine Express. There's, like, a bar across it, and it says in quotation marks, "You may never leave. Yes, I had a feeling long ago someone had told this to me." And then underneath that, there's, like, another bar that goes across the entire thing. And in all capitals, it says at the bottom, "Thank you for choosing us as your final ride," with like a smiley face emoticon.
Oh my god, it's Dream from the Dream SMP.
No! No Dream SMP.
But then from there, Bud's gonna like he's gonna like look at it back and forth, and he kind of like he looks back at it and he goes, I'm not sure if we're gonna get any more of these, so I'm just gonna hold on to mine. And besides, we don't want to come across a conductor, so the conductor willing to kick us out of this rattler. Then from there, Bud is
You're not
just
supposed to
going.
be kicked out.
So and then from there, he goes, you never know. Anyways, Bud's gonna start walking toward the next car.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll follow him.
Contemplate on getting something from the vending machine and go and choose to not bother
Okay.
as well. And follow Bud.
As we approach the next car door, Bud is going to use a pink lipstick. Is it still visible if he uses it?
Mhm.
Yep, and he's going to mark it.
So, Bud, what do you do for a living?
No, so, huh?
What do you do for a living?
So, not entirely too keen on being sharing about that, but considering we're on this infinity train, well, you're an investigator, so I don't know how much I could trust you. Well,
Well, I'm
Gumshoe.
just a rookie, so I can't exactly do anything about it.
No, but you can still write an anonymous letter to the cops.
Oh, I definitely can, but I am the cops.
So you're not quite a cop. Are you Private Eye?
Yes, Skid. Kind
Yes.
of.
A little bit.
All right. So you are and aren't, and you probably have. So you might have a connection to a few people, but whatever. I'll just
I
say
deal with murder. I
Huh?
should say that. That's easiest. I deal with murder.
Yeah. I just
Get
make sure.
packaged.
So I just make sure packages go where they need to go. Let's just leave it at that.
There's no insight, but I want to insight that.
Let me look at the skill list real quick. And see if there's anything you
No,
could
like,
feasibly roll.
And
And he's not lying. He's just not telling a full truth.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to like see if I can tell if he's not telling a full truth or not.
Oh,
no.
you
both
changed
of
the roll
you-
20.
Would it be like basically like the way how I phrased it was essentially truth, but so it's pretty obvious that he's not gonna explain it. And
No, but both of you please roll me opposing fast talk rolls.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to see if not you, Tam. Just these two gremlins
Oh.
talking about work.
Let me find where my fast talk roll is.
I'm just a,
There we go.
where did I go?
you went inside Edward.
Oh, there's squares!
So my thing is a 70 for fast talk. By the way, I rolled a 22.
Hard success.
Bug.
Let's see. My score is. Let's see. Let me check here. Fast talk. Hate navigating new skill sheets. 75. And I got 38 and 15.
You don't roll twice, you only roll once.
Okay.
so
Those are
should you
those
roll
are my
first?
division numbers. So I rolled a 44.
So regular success. Edward, you can tell he's not telling a full truth, but he's not lying.
Okay. Edward wasn't gonna do anything with that information. He's just gonna like smile at Bud and keep trekking on.
Alrighty, so you basically cross the border between these two cars, and now you are in fact in the one you're in on the map.
Yippee.
Let me finish chewing my pizza. Alright. You walk into the next car and are met with a dark passenger cabin. Seats and tables line each wall, and the soft sounds of the train running along the track proceeds to fill your ears once again. Despite the low light, pitch-black shadows shine at unnatural and inconsistent angles, and the car fills you with a general sense of uneasiness. It is quite long, and you notice that the door to the next car is unlocked.
Okay, before we leave the store, Bud's going to take the pink lipstick and mark an X on it.
Alright, so you have a pink X on each side of the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then from there, So and then from there, Bud is just going to go like he's just going to shrug and he's just going to walk forward 4 squares.
Alrighty. Is there anything you want to be on the lookout for, or just kind of or is he just kind of walking?
I think for here it's more like as in like he's kind of he's gonna basically like inspecting the chairs as he walks past.
Okay. So you're kind of looking at the chairs, and as you're kind of walking by, you kind of notice like a couple of shreds of like this green woven fabric,
Mm.
like that are kind of like start at about like here, and there's another one you see like kind of here. You know, I'm just gonna put like green dots where you see them, or the ones you currently see. So you see one that's like here, and then you see one that's like here. That look like they were like basically like cut off of something.
Mm-hmm. And then do any of them look like they have blood droplets on them?
Not that you can see.
And then from there he is just going to just sidestep over them. And then he stops.
Alrighty. Tam, would you
Yeah.
like to do anything in this car?
Yeah. Oh, I had a ring there. I'm gonna eventually end up here, but on the way, gonna pick up the 2
I'm
fabric
back.
pieces.
Alrighty. Welcome back, Skid. So you pick up the 2 scraps of green fabric, and inspecting them closer, you can see that they appear to be like cut off of something hand knit, and the ends appear to have been severed as if by like a knife. And they appear to be like, I would say, they're fairly small, so it looks like almost something like cut into like a sweater and like not like wrenched pieces of it out.
What did I miss?
Does that make sense? You missed everyone going in the next car.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Yeah.
I did. I was there to listen to the
Monologue. Yeah.
monologue, yeah.
All you missed is like basically them walking around. So as you kind of end up there, you guys don't see you see another green scrap of fabric that appears to be actually you aren't over there yet. But there are more of them.
Mm.
I'm gonna put the 2 pieces I have in my bag.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna check the ceiling.
The ceiling. Okay. So as you look up, you notice that I guess I don't know how the best way to describe this is, but it looks like almost, you know, like how when cats scratch a couch, there's like, you know, like scratch marks, like, you know, there's like slight damage, like where their claws scratched against it. You kind of almost see that, like, in a couple places scratched on the ceiling, as if a big cat had used it kind of like a scratching post. It's not going through the top of the train, but you could see some damage.
Okay. Let's see. Bud's going to also like take a look at it. Is he able to take like a guess of what potentially type of giant cat it could have been?
Please. You notice that I don't know how the best way to
Where did I go?
quick phrase this is. I'm putting you back because your token had the wrong bars. Oh wait,
there's,
no, that's another will.
yeah.
Oh shit! It's my brother, Dud.
It's your brother.
Dub.
Dub. Okay. Will please roll me natural world.
Natural world. Alrighty.
That is in fact a skill. Don't question why.
Alright, roll a 25. Let me check
yeah,
my.
natural world is the skill.
Let's see. I have a 10, 5, and a 2.
Yeah, okay, so you fail.
Alright.
You can't really discern what kind of cat it is at all. However, as you're kind of like looking at it, you do manage to notice that it doesn't look like it has 4 clawed fingers. It looks like it has 3. So either this cat is missing a claw or this isn't a cat.
Hey Gumshoe, did you lose a knife?
No, I don't carry a knife with me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I would prefer it if you called me by my actual name, Edward. You can call me Ed if you would like.
I'm acknowledging your occupation.
You can just call me by my actual name.
Alright, Eddie.
That works.
Based buddy moment. Alrighty. So you're kind of like, so you continue to kind of poke your head around. Are any of you two like looking for anything in particular as you're kind of walking through this car?
I mean, I look around constantly, so I'm just like, my eyes are constantly darting around.
I'm actually going to be
Alrighty.
looking through outside one of the windows.
Alrighty, so as you continue to walk down, you are looking at the window, and you notice that basically, looks like from like what you can glean from looking out the windows that you're inside a closed like you know how sometimes like to go through like hills there'll be like those arched tunnels that are like with like that are made like up like of concrete.
Okay.
It looks like you're just in one of those that just keeps going straight. You aren't seeing any turns, you aren't feeling any turns. It's just this train is just going full speed ahead.
Alrighty. Alright, that's what I do. I'll wait there.
Alrighty. Alrighty. We'll put you like here-ish. Alrighty. Where would Bucky in specific be looking as you're walking through like the hall, like the train?
Basically, the chairs are these tables?
Yeah, there's
Whatever
like booths and then there's tables.
Yeah, whatever the things on the side are, like the floor, trying to look at my height, basically, and below.
Okay. So you see like another scrap of fabric that's like around here.
Okay.
And another scrap of fabric sitting on like okay, well that's not green, but that's fine. On like that chair.
Okay.
Whoops.
So I'll.
Anyway. So we're gonna put you like here-ish.
Okay, I'll grab those two on my way.
Alrighty, so you now have 4 scraps of green fabric. Skid, what would Edward be like looking at as he walks through the train?
Looking all around at his height. So he's looking at the scratch marks on the ceiling, looking on all the tables and on all the chairs. He ducks to look under one of them in specific, and kind of just like hums as he finds like nothing.
No, you actually would find something if you're looking under a table. So as you kind of look under a table, you see what appears to be like a shattered glass of moonshine. If you don't know what moonshine is, it's like homebrewed alcohol.
I know what moonshine is.
Yeah. You
Also,
basically see
my
like a
token
shattered.
disappeared.
Yeah. Oh, huh?
My token disappeared.
Where did you go?
I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll put you back. Here
Okay.
you are. We're gonna put you like around here. So you kind of look under this table and you find like a you know how if you like drop a piece of fine china on the ground, it'll shatter? Yeah, that, but with like a glass flask of moonshine.
Okay.
There's no
Edward.
like actual like liquid. However, you can see it dried like on the wood floor.
Okay. Edward is gonna kind of like lean down and like look under the table and he goes, All right then. He's not gonna touch it because he's not a dumbass. He's gonna carry on.
Alrighty, just pinged yourself. Alrighty, so you guys.
I just came back. What I miss?
You missed finding a dropped and broken bottle of moonshine
With no moonshine in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
dry.
Let's see. Where is it?
Underneath this table.
Okay. Bud's gonna take a look at it. He's gonna crouch down and let's see. Can Bud does it look like there? You said there's no moonshine in it, but is there like residue?
Yeah, there's stuff like dried on the floor.
Alrighty, cool. Let's see. Bud is going to like, lick his finger, tap it, and then he's going to take a little. He's going to just like do like a taste test.
Okay.
Is he able to tell if it's like legit or bootleg?
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for this. This is like obviously post-prohibition. Like you know, some shady guy in a basement is making alcohol.
Okay. So, might come across a couple of hicks.
While they're over looking at a table, I sort of tucked myself into the corner.
Alright, you took some in the corner. This, by the way, is the door to the next lake car.
Alright. Bud approaches. He uses he marks it with the did I say pink or red?
You said pink
Pink.
last time.
Alright, yeah.
You used pink and blue.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
He marks it with pink.
Okay. Let me real quickly reveal some more of this map for you guys. Please move your tokens, if you're going to the next car, to this side of the car.
Alright, so
I'm moving him over. Hold on. I'm moving him over.
so is it like one of those kind of like corridors where they're actually like linked by like a hallway where there's like no way for you to jump out?
They're linked together by like a hallway,
Uh-huh.
so you can't jump out. However, you do notice that like you could hear the sounds of like the tires and stuff. This is obviously like a far less secure section of the train.
Understood. Okay.
Clearly, look at that.
Yeah. You guys haven't walked in yet. You're currently standing outside of the car.
I already went in first.
Oh.
Someone else volunteer.
Someone needs to go in. Which one of you two gremlins who are remaining wishes
I'm-
to go in? You okay? Please put your token inside the car. Alrighty.
Nice knowing you.
You push forward into this car that is in the same eerie darkness as the last. The train car is lined with plush booth seats that seem designed for wealthy riders. The booths appear to be pristine in shape, soft cushions beautifully upholstered without a scuff on them. In one of the furthest most booths, you see the silhouette of what appears to be a humanoid man sitting at one of the tables.
You said this is mentioning a place for writers. Is there like an indicator for that?
Yes, and so you're all familiar with trains. You've all been on a train once in your life, so you know that there's like effectively the same way as airplanes. There's like economy seats, and then there's the rich bitch booths. These are like the rich bitch booths of like regular trains.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Is there
gonna
any
move
foul odor in the air?
Not like particularly though. There is kind of like an odd kind of musky smell.
I'm gonna
Kind of
move here and
musk.
check under the table.
Okay. So you basically like hop over like, into that booth. You open the door, you push in, and you kind of like look down under the table, and as you look under it, you find what appears to be a tuft of like I don't know how to put this, like off-white hair.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take my book out of my bag and put the hair in the book, and then close the book so that it's like in, so
Okay.
that it's in the book. You get it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, what kind of musk?
What kind of musk? Kind of like a I don't know how to describe this. Like a like when you walk into some place that has mold? That kind of musk. Like that kind of damp, like kind of gross, moldy smell. Rotting smell almost. And it's not like super strong, but it's just kind of there. Skadoodle net moment. Kid is typing. Edward takes caution as he enters the car. Okay, so you kind of like are looking around a little bit more closely than the others, Edward. And Bud, what would you like to do as you're kind of like looking around? You see the man who's kind of sitting in one of the booths. I wouldn't say he's like slouched over, but he's like leaning against the booth, and he hasn't said anything as you guys have walked in.
Then from here, saw Bud is just gonna go, just gonna shrug. Hey, buddy. Hey.
It was just kind of an eerie silence. He doesn't say anything.
Since I'm like in this looking under table, I'm like, am I hidden from sight from this guy?
Yeah, he
Oh my
wouldn't be
God,
able to
you
see
speak
you if
now.
he turned around. Hi, Skid.
Hello. I typed thing.
Alright, so hey, how you doing there, guy?
Edward also feints putting his hands in his pocket, but one holds handle of the gun. Okay, so yeah, you basically have like the your hand on the gun.
Cool. Just in case. Never
This,
know.
it goes like, hey, guy.
He doesn't say anything.
Hmm.
It's just silent, other than, the sounds of your companions, one of, Bucky hiding under their table, and one of, basically cautious footsteps from Edward kind of creeping forward.
Sorry, deaf. Anyways, I just turn around, I go like, you coming or not?
Just taking my time.
I pressed a button.
So,
What is this button?
Bucky,
What?
he goes like, oh, there you are. Right. So, looks like we're still together. If anything, this is probably some kind of weird dream at this point. Or just probably some newsy I saw. Might be getting a bit too paranoid. I'll deal with this later with my shrink.
So what would you like to do?
I just lean on the, I just lean right here and I just wait for my friends to catch up.
Alrighty. So I'll kind of reconvene with Bud.
You okay? I noticed like your hand on the gun.
You,
can't.
Actually, you can't technically see the gun, but Skid, please roll me.
I can't see him like reaching
Okay.
inside his chest for grabbing his gun.
It's
Oh,
in
no,
his
he has it on-
pocket.
It's on his waist.
It's on his waist. But Skid, you are gonna need to hide that.
Want me to roll
So please
hide?
roll me hide
Okay.
to make sure that you're actually like still hiding your gun with your hands on it.
My hide is 50.
Yeah, that's an extreme success. If you want to spot it, Will, roll me spot hidden.
Alright, spot hidden. I think mine's actually pretty terrible.
I made my spot hidden pretty good, I think.
Ergo SS spot hidden. Oh, okay. I had mine's a 65.
Okay. And you rolled an 11.
Nice spot
Yeah.
hidden.
That's also wait, 65 divided by 5 would give you lower than 12. All right, yeah, that's an extreme success, I believe. Let me real quickly.
I don't know. I deal with like so. I probably work with very jumpy bootleggers and gangsters.
So that's an extreme success. So you do notice that Edward effectively he has his hands in his pocket. However, as you look a little closer, you see as as the barrel of the rifle catches a tiny bit of light and glint. You can tell he's holding onto some sort of weapon.
Yeah.
As if exerting caution. He's not like obviously being cautious towards you, but he's being cautious of something.
All right. I kind of put my hand on his shoulder, going, "Hey, you good? For an investigator, you seem pretty keen on drawing first blood there."
Yeah, I thought the police were supposed to be the. Actually, no, they're
No.
not the good guys. Never mind.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah, please don't ever trust the police. If anything, they're actually more likely to get bribed by you. So
They tried to take Joey from me. He had to run away.
If it makes you feel any better, if you ever need to bribe the police, start with $5 and then work your way up to 20. If they don't take it over 20, so if they don't have to take over 25, that's when you know you got a real. So that's when you got a real guy to worry about. A popo. I don't know if that's actually like an actual slang term. I just like saying it.
Take bribes from Ed.
And he goes like, yeah, and plus you're a kid, you might actually get away with it by being a newsie. So being a newsie, and then from there, like, yeah. You'd be surprised how often kids get a kid gets tipped. I actually know a guy. If you probably would do a couple of runs for him, he'll pay you in tens for every bottle you sold for everything you deliver.
You mean one of those boys on the bike with the bag?
Yeah, kid. Yeah. And I just lean against the. Is this actually like something I can lean on right here? Like I can just like lean like on a countertop kind of thing.
Yeah, you can lean on the side of the booth.
And I just kind of stay there like lackadaisical. Like it's a bit weird at this point. I'm just beginning to think that I'm gonna say that Buddy just kind of is convinced this is like some kind of dream, a very lucid dream.
Very lucid dream. Alrighty, so there's still the man sitting here.
You want to go talk to the guy together? I think you might be deaf. Do you know sign language?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, a little. Some of the boys in our area were deaf.
Alrighty. Tell you what, I'll walk up with you, and just for the sake of my own sanity, yeah, you're just a kid I know. There's no way you're my nephew.
Why do I teleported? Why did I teleport?
Because you moved your token more than one square at a time. Alrighty, so
No, but I moved it and then it just moved back.
Please move your token to where you could plausibly, have the guy see you.
I just like how I
just communicate with him through sign language.
I also really like how I just nonchalant just potentially got a kid into the fucking criminal underworld.
Hell yeah, you did. Alrighty. So, Tam.
Yes.
As you basically lean around the booth to look at the man, your first instinct is to scream. Your second instinct wins out, causing you to just kind of stumble back away in a sort of shocked silence. The man you're looking at, the minute you get a frontal good look at him, is dead, with a shotgun wound, or seemingly a shotgun wound, through his chest. The strange thing about the other horrifying thing about this, though, is the fact that the man is missing his lips, with bloody, gangrenous flesh being the only thing that obscures his bloody teeth. The man's eyes stare into nothing, glazed over with a filmy fog. Tam, please roll against your sanity for me.
Shit.
In other words, make me a sanity saving throw, because you just looked straight into the eyes of a dead fucking body with its lips cut out.
I'm alive.
Welcome.
Let's figure it out.
Vix just looked in. Let me just copy and paste what
Please
Tam
do.
just saw into roleplay for you, Skid. Tam is currently making a sanity roll, as that is a corpse.
Like a heavily mutilated corpse.
Mildly, and you can tell that this is where that musky, gangrenous smell is coming from. From this man. Roll me sanity, Tam.
I already did.
What did you roll?
22.
22. Alrighty, you're fine. You lose, let me look at this real quick. A singular point of sanity. Just one of them. Just one of them.
I mean, it's better than nothing, considering that I don't have the best history with guns.
I'm just gonna subtract that for you. You're now at 59. So you basically watch,
59.
please describe Bucky's reaction, other than, like, immediately stumbling back away from the body as this happens.
Why was I... Oh, my thing... Oh. My sheet was all messed up. I was here, and I saw that,
A corpse?
and so I stumbled back and sort of, like, hit the wall and slid down, so now I'm sitting, like, in a little ball, breathing very hard.
Alrighty, so you basically watch as this child, like, kind of leans around the booth to look at the man, and then basically stumbles back and just is now, like, curled up against the wall, like, oh fuck, oh no, oh god.
Like, almost having a panic attack sort of stuff.
I crouch down and I go, alright, here we go.
And it says, oh, what is it? By the way. Okay.
I'm back. I'm
I
alive.
don't even like look in and I kind of go like, so I don't even look in at all, and I just kind of go like, alright, take a deep breath, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. There you go. I would offer you a brown bag, but I don't have one.
Look!
What?
Sort of, like, nudges his head towards the door. Like, look!
Oh, gladly. Ed's gonna look in.
Alrighty, you're immune to sanity loss from looking at corpses.
Yippee!
Because you're a federal
And injury.
investigator. And injury, yep. You see basically the exact same thing, and you can tell as you kind of, like, take a sniff, this is where that gangrenous kind of moldy smell was coming from. This guy's body.
Yippee.
And then from there, let's see. Would Buddy B have like advantage or something like that? Or I don't know if there's advantage in COC.
Actually, yes, there is. When you roll, basically, you roll 2 tens place dice, and you take the higher number, or you take the lower tens place dice.
Okay, so 2 10 dice.
Yeah, roll 2d. Just roll me a d100, and then roll an additional d10.
Ed, by the way, when he looks in, he goes, "Oh, how wonderful! They did such a good
2.
job."
Well, that's literally the lowest you could possibly have. So critical. That is a technically critical success. So you're not going to lose any sanity either. So you basically look and you both see that, and but you feel a little sick to your stomach. But you've been around gang violence enough that the only thing that's really kind of getting to you is the gore, not so much the body.
Then from
Where's
there, and then from there, as what's his face? He kind of goes, must be one of the guys that might have been buried while I was working. Yeah, you're okay. So,
psychopathic, and no one questions it.
so you okay there? So you okay there, kid? Oh, this probably must be your first dead body.
No. Not my first.
Mutilated, perhaps?
So,
It's not even that bad. It's still very well preserved.
so what Bud's going to do is he's going to wrap his scarf around his face like a face mask, and then from there he's going to walk in, and then he is going to inspect the body. Is he able to? He goes, "Hey Eddie, are you able to tell what killed him?"
Probably a gunshot wound.
Yeah, you guys basically see. Both of you. So you guys don't have a proficiency in like any sort of knowledge of firearms. But Skid, please roll me your firearms skill, handgun or like shotgun rifle, whichever you want. Probably handgun.
Yeah.
Shotguns are more fun.
Yeah, Skid uses handguns. That is a critical fail.
Nice.
So, Ed, as you kind of look at the wound, your kind of mind of gun knowledge goes completely blank, as you're a little too focused on inspecting kind of like the mutilation to see what that might have to do with the case instead of the actual cause of death. So your entire repertoire of gun knowledge just kind of goes
window.
flushes right out of your head as you're kind of looking at these wounds.
He just knows it's a wound.
It's definitely a gun wound. It was
Nice.
made by one of those guns.
My gun.
Can can I make a
Thing.
try?
Edward is kind of like muttering like happily under his breath about the dead body. I would like to. I want to say that. Like,
all right,
that's
Will.
why
Yeah,
he's so
you can.
distracted.
Will, you can roll to see if you know potentially about the gun as well. I'll let you roll.
For which skill would that be?
Either
Handgun.
firearms shotgun or firearm shotgun rifle or like firearms.
I'm actually more familiar with
handguns.
firearms, rifles, shotguns, so I'll give that one a shot.
Yeah, roll that one.
Dude, Edward's just having a great time. He loves dead bodies.
All right,
It's a
my
secret thing.
skill is at 25%, and I rolled a 25.
Alrighty, that's exactly a success, which is enough for you to know that you kind of like, you don't really want to lean closer, but you basically pull your scarf a little tighter around your face as you kind of lean in, and you kind of narrow your eyes, and you kind of think to yourself, you've seen a couple of shotgun wounds in your day. You've seen plenty of people have gunshot wounds, and as you're kind of looking at it, you notice that if this was actually made by a shotgun, that hole, the hole should have kind of been like more expansive. The shotgun, there should have been more pellets. As you look, at first glance, just kind of getting a look, it looks like a shotgun wound, but as you kind of look closer, you notice that there are 3 holes in his body, which if he'd taken a shotgun point blank with the way it looks like, with how much like the bullets have pierced through his the bullets in quotation marks have pierced through his body, there should be much more of a gaping wound than 3 precise holes. So either this guy was shot 3 times by something that wasn't a shotgun, or he was pierced through his body by 3 objects.
Can I like stand in a way where I'm able to inspect his back?
Yeah, so you basically kind of like pull him back to the body, back away from the thing slightly, and that's when you reveal that it looks like you're kind of like piecing the story together now. The scraps of green fabric you can assume are probably used to try and deal with the wounds. Somehow there's no blood, but as you look, because there is dried blood coating all behind the sea and his clothes.
Right. I'm also checking if he has like large protruding like gunshot wounds coming out of his back.
No,
like an exit
it looks
wound.
like basically like someone took a spear and stabbed it through his body in 3 different locations as you look at the back.
Excuse me, my
Those are
mom's
the same
calling
size
me.
as the front.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Right.
no problem.
Dude, Edward is just like straight vibing. He loves dead bodies so much. He's just
Having a good time while the child's having a panic attack in the
Hello?
corner after losing a sanity point.
yeah. He's
Yep.
just like humming to himself, kind of like you know that like you like grasp your hands together and put it on your cheek and you like turn your head a bit. Yeah, he's doing that. As he's looking at it like it's a baby or something.
Okay. So Skid, what would you like to do to investigate this body?
It's not a video game, it's a board game.
That doesn't have to do with the gun wounds because apparently Edward doesn't know shit about guns.
Let's see. Edward's probably gonna try and like I don't know, tell who this guy like try and get like a try and figure out who this man is. Like search it, check his pockets for any sort of ID. See if he recognizes him. All that good stuff.
Okay. You don't recognize him at all. But as you're looking for a pulse in his pockets, you find like a Swiss Army knife.
Ooh, knife.
A strange like blank white ticket, and kind of like at his like waist as you kind of lift up his sweater a little bit, his green sweater I might add. You see basically like a small like knapsack around his waist. I'll put all this in roleplay. What you find, which inside of it has a stale loaf of sandwich bread and like a good sized flask of water.
Okay, perfect.
There you go.
Yeah, Edward's just gonna take those as
Alrighty.
quote unquote evidence.
Evidence. Alrighty, you take those as evidence.
I'm
So-
still having a panic attack in the corner.
Dude, Edward's
So-
just having a great fucking time.
You kind of take all that stuff, and you also do find an ID, which lists this man as let me grab his name, Michael Johnson.
Nice name, pal. Anything like else identifying on the ID?
It basically lists his date of birth, so you can glean that he is 38 years old.
Nice.
And you also can, you basically can glean anything that you'd find on like a driver's license.
Okay.
So his name, his date of birth, what state he lived in, California, all that kind of stuff. And a picture of his face, like his driver's license photo matches up. This is the guy. This is a lad. This
Nice.
is his ID.
Edward is going to admire the body for a little bit longer before walking back out to see Bucky, and he goes, "Oh, maybe if you don't like dead bodies, you shouldn't have looked at it."
Mhm.
You think I had a choice, prick?
Oh, you definitely did. Clearly, this man was unmoving and doing nothing, and
Mhm.
you
Okay.
chose to walk in there and see what's up.
Mhm.
So you definitely had a choice.
Didn't know he was dead.
Oh, but it's clearly assumed. I mean, have you smelled the air? It smells like mold and death.
And rot.
I live on the street. Do you think I can smell anything anymore?
Well, I would sure hope that you're able to smell things. Not being able to smell things, well, unfortunately, that is very dehumanizing. I would hate for such a young soul like you to be unable to smell.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna sort of like shake and stand up.
Yeah.
You know, I just had a panic attack. And
It's only
stand up,
one sanity point. Okay.
looking at a corpse of what I assumed was a gunshot wound when I don't do well with guns. Yes.
True.
Um, um, I
Right.
sort of shakily stand up and
Do you think there's a chance where they're like intimidated
not glare, but angrily look
about talking about
at
stuff?
Edward and sort of shout behind him into the
They
train
kinda
car.
don't know exactly.
Hey, you coming? Before this pimp talks my ear off?
Will's actually currently getting a call.
Ah,
So, and we need
but,
to
yeah.
resume him looking at the body. So while Will finishes talking to his mother, if he comes back, tell him we're taking a 5-minute break. We're taking a 5-minute break. Everyone be back here by 7:38 slash 10:38.
10:38.
Wonderful.
Yippee. Time zones. Nice.
I'm just gonna go put X38.
Nice. Oh, the urge to open up a can of just chicken broth and drink it. Just straight chicken broth. Mayhaps.
Uh-huh. Mhm. Right. 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 Mhm. Yeah. Right. Um. Yeah. I really know I think. So I'm already going up there anyway then. But um. The first thing you probably say about that is that it's one of the tests that how much they meant it. Usually that. At the same time, it could be because sometimes when people like they're talk about themselves, it's kind of like defensive. Like not as in a way that you're intruding on them, but it's more as in when they're unsure of what to talk about or things to talk about for themselves. Yeah. Like when you're before there's a food or people talk about the story and you're doing something like that, you go, oh yeah, this happened to me. So I see like they're like very lack of very like a way that they people the person who tries to contribute to the conversation where they don't realize they're derailing the conversation. What sometimes helps for me with my friends is that whenever I'm doing something I usually tell them like I don't want advice, I just want to be heard. Like, so, but probably like some of the
Fucking roll call time.
Like, your lunches that
Good.
you're having a conversation with, you can do like probably kind of like a not like a proposition, but like a kind of like a conversational heads up.
So
Where it's more like,
Oh, wow.
oh, I appreciate you being there for me, the other stuff.
It looks like I'm only gonna have 5 tomorrow.
I know that you definitely understand.
yeah,
A lot of things. Still, however,
Andre said he didn't know if he was gonna be able to come.
But I would appreciate right now.
I know that because he
Unfortunate.
asked me to drive him.
Hmm?
I know because he asked me to drive him,
Because
and then declined when I said, yeah, as long as you're okay with me driving you illegally.
I tell him and say that my parents can pick him up if we need.
I did.
If he needs a ride.
I did.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you can have the call open. I acquired a speed. Ooh.
We are waiting on a William Henderson, who is currently talking with his mother.
And Skid?
I don't know. E.
It's also kind of difficult to have like
Scary, spooky noises. Woo. Anywho, how is the session going so far, you two? With Skid rolling only incredible successes. Except for, guns. Which apparently Edward, despite knowing about guns, is incapable of rolling.
It's good.
friends secretly reaching out to me, or other stuff, because reaching out is kind of giving me like a phrase on yourself, but how to reach out. Um, like, when is the perfect time to reach out? And all this kind of stuff. And I was thinking of you, and I appreciate that whenever you look at me, so, very much happy. And now I thought I would just like to have someone to see me, or I would like to do this. Because I don't think
And now we
intentionally
wait.
make yourself have
Mm-hmm.
the adequate tools on how to be immediately convert to someone
While listening to nice train
who
noises.
doesn't attract
They are quite nice train noises, I think.
They are.
It took me a while to find good train noises on YouTube, unironically.
I looked up 1920s slang words. I'm doing my research.
The 1920s.
My friends are currently, my friends are currently music. But yeah, they are kind of really but I hope it's, but however, but before you go, I love you, mom, and I think you do. Please send me a picture of the Christmas tree. Alright, mom, I love you. Drink plenty of water, okay? Love you.
Woo, Will!
Yeah, who's died?
No one. We've just been waiting for you.
Oh,
And we took a 5-minute break.
Okay, sorry
So-
about that. I had to give a pep talk to my mom.
Alrighty, fair. So where do we leave off? Alright, you inspecting the dead body. So Edward basically comforted Bucky, and they're doing alright. So where were you? Oh yes, you were looking at the back of his body, and it looked like spears or something had punctured through. Is there anything? And Skid, by the way, looted the guy and found what there is in roleplay.
Ah, damn, I was hoping to loot the body.
Well, that's gonna be basically party stuff, for the record.
Ooh, a blank
So,
ticket.
like-
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Michael Michael Johnson. Oh, wow. Okay, I see how
That's
it
the
is.
guy's name.
Oh my god, that's a fucking... Whatever. So, who are you? I'm Mickey Johnson. That's like the douchiest like name I can think of.
Michael Johnson, yeah, he's the guy who's dead.
Yeah.
His driver's license is in his pocket.
Alright, cool. At this point, I'm just gonna make a
He's
joke.
alive.
I'm just gonna make a
Come
joke.
back.
Okay, I'll make the joke now. He sounds like a fucking porn star name.
What if he was a porn star? You wouldn't know.
You guys don't know his occupation, you just found his driver's license on his dead body.
I don't
So,
know, unless you're stripping him and
anywho.
throwing something sexy underneath.
so you guys aren't going to be stripping the dead body on my watch unless you want to try and strip the dead body with holes in it, in which case you're going to have to roll sanity rolls. But I mean, you can.
No thanks, I'm good.
No,
Okay.
like you said, it's pretty like gangreenish, so I kind of don't want to stay near toxic fumes as long as like I don't have to.
I mean,
Alright,
what's the
he's-
difference between injuries and gore? Like, where's the line?
An injury is someone has broken their arm and there's a bunch of swelling. Gore is someone's innards are laying outside of their body.
Oh, so
Right, there's millions there.
what was it called? Exit and inner wounds. Got it.
Yep.
Anyways,
Yeah, I have immunity to sanity
Sanity
loss
loss.
from corpses or death specifically and injuries.
Yeah.
that sounds like kind of like an overpowered background ability.
It is
Uh,
pretty good, but you can there's still a million other things that you can take sanity damage from.
Fair.
Don't
There's
worry.
there's a lot of ones that I was looking at are
Mhm.
immune to sanity loss from certain things.
Mhm.
Yeah. Alrighty. By the way, Will, you would be immune to sanity loss from, like, violence.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like, shooting a guy or, like, stabbing a guy, you would not phase you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot you can lose sanity by killing people in this game.
Yep. So, you are completely immune to that. You can kill people with impunity. Well,
Yeah.
your own impunity.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, that makes me
so-
feel much better. That actually sounds like a pretty fun thing. But since killing's unoptimal in this game, it's fucking useless.
Yeah, but if you absolutely have to kill in self-defense, you're not gonna have to take the major sanity dock of doing so. So it
I
actually is still pretty decent.
I don't know. I kind of think it's gonna be very unlikely we're gonna come across a bunch of like a cult of fucking conductors.
I mean, you never know.
Anyway, so what would you guys like to do now?
Let's see.
Well, I mean, I already
The
talked about
Yeah, I
shouting.
suppose you raised the child.
Yeah, the child is now up and existing. The body has been inspected thoroughly. I'm assuming you guys are
I mean,
continuing.
I yelled into the booth before. This is when we took the 5 minute break, by the way. And I also looked up slang so I can actually use these now. I basically said, "Hey cheaters, you coming?" Or the pimp talks my ear off.
Did you call me a cheater or what do you say? I can't
Cheat-
tell.
Cheaters, glasses. I basically gave you a nickname.
You do not have the best microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tam, you're having a Shadow Terranian Sea syndrome.
God damn it!
Oh, now you're clear.
That's better.
Yeah. You gotta put it closer to the mouth like you're about ready to make out with it. The mic.
Oh, Mike
Me-
senpai. Mike senpai.
I regret
Well,
everything. Anyways, so
I think my earbud stopped charging, which meant that it turned on, which meant that it was trying to get my mic input from inside the case.
Alrighty. So, would you guys like to continue and proceed?
I use a red lipstick to mark this room.
Alrighty. Let me scroll.
As you do that, Edward kind of like looks at Buddy and goes, "Is there any rhyme or reason as to what colors you're using, or are you just using which ones you think look fun for this car?"
So he kind of goes, more like what's fun for this car. And then from there, Bud's going to look down the hallway. Does it look like as if the guy who was strung... Is there actually like bloodstains that led to this booth?
As you're kind of looking closely, you notice, like, it's as if someone cleaned up after the murder. So you see, like, kind of like traces of, like, places where there probably was blood on the carpet, but you notice that it's been cleaned.
Alright, keep your eyes out for any potential goons.
My eyes are always out.
And then from there, he opens up the door after you.
Alrighty.
Alright, Bucky.
We'll go through first.
So, alright, Bucky, let's go.
Okay.
Alrighty. You make your way into the next car, which appears to be a small, cramped conductor's room. As you enter, you hear the sounds of the train grinding to a halt as a voice comes out of nowhere, floods your ears. All riders of the low-key line, please disembark now. I repeat, all riders of the low-key line, please disembark now. As the voice continues to repeat the message, a door to your left slowly slides open, revealing an ancient, seemingly abandoned train station.
Pogger. I step out.
Is he saying the low key line or the Loki line?
Low key, as in chill.
No, I'm asking that in character.
Oh, in character.
Probably the low key line.
Alright, yeah. Figure as
There
much.
wasn't much on this train after all. Just one little dead body.
Yeah. It was a pretty fun course back at Cambridge.
Okay.
Will let me put you down.
Oh no, but I'll be good. I'll be a good dog. I'll be a good dog.
What?
Nothing. You make your way out of the train station and eventually find your way into what seems to be some sort of desolate, abandoned construction site. Steel beams and wooden crates lay scattered on the concrete floors, and the halls are lit with eerie, dim electrical lights. A vending machine sits next to a small bench, and you can hear what sounds like far-off voices echoing through the halls.
Yeah. Let's see. Before we continue, I may request an ambient change.
Why is there a
Yes.
turn order? Why did the turn order?
I
take
didn't
so
mean to hit turn order. I meant to hit Shadows of War. Anyway, yes, I do have music for this place. So,
Thank
because you're
God.
no longer on the train, thank you for reminding me.
I just want to say it more for the sake of the immersion of the recording.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Oh, before I forget, did you hear that Rhythm's relaunching?
Did I hear that what?
Rhythm Bot is relaunching.
Oh yeah, I did.
I'm so hyped.
How exciting!
Finally. Anyway, so this is, can you guys see where I'm pinging? Did I actually reveal that?
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
you revealed
okay,
that.
there it is.
Okay, so you guys should be able to see all of this. This is basically what you guys see as you kind of walk into this area from the train station. And you guys basically hear as you, like, kind of enter this area, you hear the train basically start back up again, despite no one being in it down the line.
Now
So,
what?
I have no clue. By the way, I never clarified. Hey, Bucky, are you good at anything?
Wow.
Am I good at anything?
Yeah. Know how to
Uh,
talk the talk, walk the walk. So, so
lying?
plays the poor innocent kid.
Playing the what?
Play the poor innocent kid. You know, Timmy.
Yeah. Yeah. I always was the one who lied and got people to be nice to us.
Mm.
I think it's called
Us.
persuasion.
No, it's called like what's the scientific term for it? The sanatoriums. Well, what do you think, Eddie? Sociopathic?
Sociopathic.
Yeah.
What?
No, nothing. Something you find out you find out in the big house. Not the big house. The sanatoriums. They're always quite so elegant. I hear.
Oh, I've seen one in person. They really are quite nice.
Yeah.
Depends on what
Joey
you're.
was always the fighter. I
Depends.
was very good at
Oh.
that.
All right, and then from there, like Bucky's gonna go. Like, so does anyone want to go forward?
Bucky,
Buddy.
buddy. Nothing. Sure. So the path ahead of us,
So there's
probably leads somewhere.
there's
Edward's gonna
this
go
one,
down.
there's this one, and there's this one. Okay, so you're going down. Alrighty, so as you kind of go down, you find what appears to be a set of dilapidated train tracks that kind of basically are a good, like, drop down. Let me reveal the area, by the way, for you guys. So this is all you guys would be able to see from where you are. See, basically, as you kind of please move your tokens to closer, like in this general area. Not in the wall. Please don't be in the wall. That would be bad. So you guys all kind of walk down this very tight corridor, past a room with a couple of small, like, wooden benches, and you eventually find your way into a room that appears to have dilapidated train tracks running through it. You see that they continue into a room that appears to widen out with some strange, almost like in maintenance trains lying on it that you can see. I'll reveal, like, I'll give you guys like a let me just give you a little more. We'll let you see that much. There you go.
Quick
It should
question
be
about my
noted.
stats.
Yeah.
It says I have 60 out of 199.
Um. Should have that much. There you go. Alrighty. So that aside, that's what you guys see. It should be noted that these tracks are about like a 5-foot drop down from like this ledge here. And from like one side to the other is about a 10-foot gap.
What's this thing?
What's that thing? Well, this is a giant hole. These appear to be like in service, almost like freight cars. And
Okay.
this is a piece of wood.
How descriptive.
What it is. It's basically like a piece of wood that's been propped up as a ramp to get like down from this ledge here.
Or up. It looks
Or
like there's
up.
no way over there unless you're on the tracks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And stop making circles.
Good. I'm assuming you would like to see what is over there.
Internet moment, I guess.
It's good since you're staying there, sure. I'll give you a nice conal view of further on. There. You see to that. You see on the other side of these train tracks, through like, another passageway, you see what appear to be like another set of like a singular set of tracks, not like running back and forth, that look even more dilapidated and run down than the first, with multiple scuffs in them, cracks, the railings are rusted, and the wood is decaying. It seems like no one has maintenance these lines in a long, long time.
You guys want to go over there, or on the tracks to the train?
Let's see. We're like an underground train station. Okay,
Yeah, you're in like a subway station, like a dilapidated old subway station.
got it. I'm gonna have Bud check out on this side.
Keep in mind this here is a pit. A 5-foot deep pit, effectively.
Am I able to decline from it, like safely?
Yeah, you can safely like how you get in a pool. Yeah, you can safely decline from it and safely climb back up.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just making that in case you're running from something. I am clarifying that.
Okay.
I'm not saying you will be running from anything, but I'm saying that does, Okay, so Ed's gonna
Safety
check out
hazard.
the north way. Yeah, safety hazard. So Ed's gonna check out the north way. You're gonna check out the south way. We'll do you going north first, Skid.
Uh-oh, mine's
please-
worse.
Please move into the north room.
All right. I'm gonna say it's safe to assume that he's like stealthing.
Alrighty, please roll me to sneak then.
Okay, let me pull up my sheet.
I mean, I would move. However, that pit is taller than I am, so I don't know if I can get in and out.
Out of 50.
Are 12-year-old kids allowed in this game?
Yes, and
Uh,
3.
3.
Holy crap! All right, you are like invisible. Like you basically you aren't like super keen on sneaking around. However, you kind of like are very careful to like make sure you're putting your feet where you won't kick rocks, and you'd be hidden from most things that'd be trying to see you on a fucking extreme success. Good job, Skid. So you kind of look into this room and you see a bunch of like metal bars basically stacked on top of each other, like ingots almost, that would be used to make like the hull of like a steam train or like the steam car of a steam train, like the front car. And you notice that they're basically just stacked, somewhat disorganized. Some of them have a little bit of like, wear and tear on them. And the entire place has collected a bunch of dust. In other words, you found a place with a bunch of iron. That's about it.
If I was to go from here, out there, to here, could I reasonably do that?
Yeah, you could walk up this plank. So you can go here.
Yeah. Going down is much easier than going up.
Yeah, exactly. What did Skid say?
Nothing.
He's gonna look around the iron, see if anything's hidden inside the stacks. Alrighty, Skid. Please roll spot hidden.
Can I see stuff, by the way?
Yes, I'm doing that right now. Revealing a loon can only reveal so much at once, okay?
Yeah.
That was meant to be an innuendo. Anywho. Don't worry, I'll fix that weird cut in a second. There. What did Skid say? Just a ping. 40 is your thingy. Alrighty. So a normal success. You kind of have a little bit of trouble moving some of the bars because they're fucking heavy. Hello. But you managed to. We're gonna put you like around here. As you're kind of looking around, please roll me a sanity roll.
Oh hell. Okay. What's sanity again? It's Elun. What do I roll for sanity?
It's sanity. Literally just roll against your sanity score. Your current sanity. If you roll lower than it, it's success. Oh my god, it's
that
a
is
success.
lower than it. But,
okay,
Jesus.
so you don't take any sanity damage because this is not as severe of a thing. So as you're kind of looking around, you kind of push apart one bar and you're immediately assaulted with this like horrid smell. And you look and you see like a mostly decayed human hand. Just chilling in
no.
this pile of bars.
Ed drops the bar and just like quickly takes like a couple steps away and goes, "No. You know, I like that. I like those, but not like that."
Alrighty. That's what you find.
Not
We'll
so,
do Will next.
not very handy.
True. Okay. Will. I'm currently revealing stuff for you. Give me a second.
Cool.
There you go. Alrighty. Why is the entirety of this place highlighted? Okay. So as you're kind of like peek closer, you notice that, like, as you kind of like peer over the edge, you see that this track basically leads. I'll reveal that for you too. Give me one more second. Fog of War is great until I actually have to reveal stuff during gameplay, and that's annoying. Alrighty, there you go. So you notice that this track leads over into this other one over here, and you notice that once again that this track is much more dilapidated than the others. And as you look kind of over towards the end of this line, you notice that it just kind of stretches on and on and on until you can't see any more into like darkness. Within this room, you don't see anything except for what appears to be some sort of old, like, kind of covered in dust backpack down here where I'm pinging.
Okay. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna have Bucky check it out. He climbs down carefully and he checks it out.
Alrighty.
I'm Bucky.
Yeah, you're not over there. So you basically kind of ruffle around through the pack, and you notice that it appears to have already been emptied by someone who came before you, as basically, it's already been like pulled open. However, as you're looking around, you manage to scrounge up what appears to be like an old, dirty pair of socks.
Ew.
You find like basically like an empty tuna can.
Okay.
I'm putting this all in loot right now.
Why do we just have a random black
And
spot?
basically like a big old-timey, dim but workable flashlight.
Awesome. So Bud is gonna immediately go he's gonna kiss it. Ah. Okay, so torch, just what I needed. And then from there, he's also gonna take the tuna can.
Alrighty, the empty tuna can.
And then from there, he's going to pocket them. Do I actually have to have like do I have to worry about my equipment placement here, or I don't know if that's a COC thing?
It kind of is. Like, this isn't D&D where you can carry 16 long swords.
Yeah, exactly.
You can feasibly have a flashlight in your knapsack with your other stuff.
Oh, I have a knapsack? Awesome.
Yeah, all of you have some form of way to carry stuff. For Skid, we're gonna say you have like a day pack that you took from your suitcase. Tam, you just have your backpack, and Will, you have like a knapsack that you'd use for day work when you're actually like lugging people's stuff around out of your car.
Alrighty. So what Bud's immediately going to do is that he's going to uncap the basically check the batteries of the flashlight.
They are in there. However, you don't know how much time. You can't tell just by looking at them how much time they have left. However, you click it on just to check to make sure it works. It works. However, you don't know how much time it's going to actually function for.
Okay. I wasn't. I went to ask is what type of batteries are they?
Oh. Oh dear God. What would they be in that time period? There weren't really specialized batteries back then, so I'm just gonna say that most stuff would be pretty generic. They're like big chonky batteries though, because back then stuff was not convenient like that.
And then from there he's gonna go. So I'm crying shame I didn't pack any back in my apartment.
Yeah, they have special batteries.
I'm coughing from the dust. Are these actually like weird batteries that they don't technically exist in our reality?
No, they do exist. Looking at it, you can tell that you don't know the brand, but you've seen flashlights before. You've seen like the replacement batteries. What I'm saying is that they are like unique. They're like these big like power sticks, effectively, that you'd put in them. And this one does have a power stick in it.
Okay. All right then. And then from there, he's just going to look around a little bit, but he's not going to use the flashlight. I'll specify when he's going to start using it.
Alrighty, cool. Because it does have I do have like how much time it has on it in my notes.
Because I'm going to stand here. I'm going to move there, but I'll wait till it's my turn or until I'm able to regroup.
Alrighty. Bucky, you're going to investigate this room. So As you walk into this room, you see what appear to be 3 long yellow subway benches with a variety of miscellaneous tattered objects lying on the ground around them, such as pairs of clothing, miscellaneous unpaired shoes, and a couple of tattered blankets. Looking at the 2 trains, you notice that they're small and appear to be suited for holding and transporting cargo instead of people, with no visible. Sorry, I had something in my throat. With no visible seats inside of them. The track here, though more maintained than the one you see further on, is still nothing that is in good shape, not like the one you saw when you were riding on the previous train. You also see what appears to be a wooden board bridge leading from this car here to the other side.
Hmm. Um, are any of the objects like in this area usable?
Well, you find 2 left shoes.
So that's a
Um,
no.
you find 2 left shoes. You find 2, like, old shirts. Um, and you find, like, an old, like, baseball cap.
Okay.
The rest of it is pretty much, like, soiled and tattered beyond, like, feasibly being used.
Okay. Also, what's this like corn-looking stuff?
Corn-looking stuff? Oh, that's just, like, bad. Those are, like, basically, like, canvas bags. You don't know what's in them.
Ah. I'm gonna go right here.
Okay. As you move in that direction, by the way, pretend these stairs aren't here. They don't exist.
Okay.
I am revealing you what you can see. Well, that's not really what I meant to do. Let me try that one again. Okay, that's a much better attempt. So,
Triangle.
as you look through this very, very narrow passageway, you'd notice that you would probably have to squeeze. In here appears to be an area of the station that probably, when it was abandoned, or maybe it was found like this, appears to be under construction. The floors are made of padded down earth, and you see crates with coverings on them that litter the floor of the room. The voices, as you kind of peer into this hallway, seem to be getting louder.
There were voices?
Yes.
Oh. Okay then.
Alrighty,
Actually, yeah, I was gonna go in there. I'm like, I don't have a death wish.
at this point, Will, you've regrouped, and Skid will give you another action. There you are.
Oh, I'm alive. Okay, cool. Ed's gonna, after seeing that, he's gonna start going down this way. See what's over here.
Alrighty, let me reveal this room. Whoops, I made a stupid point. Once again, ignore me being bad with the polygon reveal.
Nice.
Why is there a singular strip of darkness?
Lamau.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so as you kind of enter this room, you see more of the same. Metal bars, piles of wood, and even some, like, flats, like, wooden slats full of just construction stuff. Metal, wood, beams, all of the like.
Bombs? Rope?
Rope? Yeah, you do see a thing of rope.
No, I made a bombs rope joke.
Okay. There is
CGI.
technically rope in this room.
You see Bucky walk across the end of like your view there, like like those.
Buddy.
You currently see.
You are not Bucky.
Yeah, you see Buddy walk across like the. You know, like how people like that horror trope where something walks across the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's more stacks of iron bars, rope, and wood piles in here.
Okay.
You also do see 2 pathways, though, it seems to lead into this place with, like, packed earth flooring.
Ooh, intriguing. Firstly, rope. I want to look at the rope.
You
How much
find
of it? How much
20
is there?
feet of, like, thick, sturdy rope.
Okay. I guess I'll take that with me just in case we might need it. D&D style, of course, because you always need rope.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Yeah, he's gonna look down like this path here to the dirt.
Alrighty.
Just give a good look see, you know?
Yep. Alrighty. So you kind of look in and you see the same exact thing that Bucky did. You see an unfinished part that appears to still be under construction with a bunch of like crates, some open, some not, some covered, some not, lying, collecting dust on the floor.
Edward is gonna go where he saw Buddy.
Alrighty. So you all
S-
reconvene.
Yeah.
You all now have free run to roleplay until you guys want to continue to investigate more areas.
So what did you all find?
Hey, Dick.
So I just basically found the old thing. I found this flashlight. It's not good. Have you got any batteries?
I do not. I did find some rope. And a human hand.
Hmm. So astounding. What did you find, Bucky?
Did you say my name?
Yeah, I said Bucky.
A hole?
Hmm.
There is, in fact, a hole
And-
here that you also all found.
And some dirty clothes, but I think you can see them by looking around.
Yeah. So we found the luggage, but no passengers. So I don't know. I think I definitely saw. I think I heard about this on the radio once. Oh wait, nope. Retcon that. That was in the 30s, not the 20s.
Yeah.
That's.
What?
I can't make that joke. So he goes, yeah, must be a bit so that odd. Anyways, I don't know about you two, but I'd rather get going to the next train line.
You want to go back?
No, next train line. I walk this way.
Alrighty. Next train line. By the way, these are cargo trains, not passenger trains here. And
Cool.
they don't appear to be working. But I will reveal. Let me zoom out to reveal the rest of this area to you, because this is a long boy. Here you go. You can now see why this map is so long.
Yeah.
So, as you kind of step over those canvas bags, you see more of the same. More trains with wooden board bridges leading to the other side. More strange collections of items and human belongings laying on the ground. And overall, a lack of people or anything that seems remotely alive. You think to yourselves, knowing cities, that there should be at least rats scuttling around, but there are none. And as you look around, you just notice more dust, more melancholy, and just still hear those sounds of strange. And as you're closer now, you can hear they sound like they're almost chanting.
Hmm. And are we close enough we can actually be able to tell what they're chanting about?
Please roll me a listening skill if you want to do that.
All right, cool. Listen. Ooh, I'm actually good at this.
Don't pull an Edward and roll a 96, which is a crit fail.
44. My skill is a 77.
A success. Okay, so you're
Wait,
able
wait,
to pick up.
Let's see if this is
Wait.
a crit. Nope, 35. 35 and 14.
Will, what the hell did you roll?
I rolled a
Or
44.
who rolled like the million D100s?
That would have been someone else.
Oh, that was Tam. I see. Okay. Alrighty. So, 44. So you can't make out all the words. However, it sounds something like "Hail the we pray to the He saves us. He saves us.
Mm-hmm. I look back and like a game of telephone, all I'm hearing is Maya he, Maya ho, Numa Numa. Pass that on to Eddie.
Alright. Spooky chanting. My favorite.
He's just going like, let's see. I don't know about you two, but I'd rather get out of here. I don't want to figure out what that is.
Get
Yeah.
out to where?
Next train, whatever. Just anyway, is it here?
Not from the sound of it.
No, I don't know where it is.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm feeling a migraine forming, and I want to go take Excedrin.
Go
Okay.
do that.
Feel free to metagame while I'm gone. I won't know.
Well, it's being recorded, so you'll definitely will know.
It is?
Yeah, I record
Yeah.
all our games,
Oh.
or at least most of them. Aloon, Skid, and I take turns.
Yeah. My internet's usually garbage, so I stopped doing that.
Mm.
Though it has been able to record before. It does record. It's just my internet keeps dying. I can still hear you guys when my internet dies. You just can't hear me because my ping becomes 5,000. Actually. It's currently at 70 right now, which is not amazing, but you know. Water. My throat hurts so much.
Continue.
Bud is going to walk on the other side of the track, and he's going to walk alongside the walkway.
Which walkway?
This one on this side, I'm currently on it right now.
Mm.
I'll see if I can move about maybe here-ish.
Alrighty, so as you're on this side, you see that not much really changes as you're kind of walking. Though you do notice that there are a couple of ways to proceed from here, including but not limited to this pathway you see. This pathway you see. And this pathway you see. And if you two are there, then you would see that. You will. So as you kind of like continue to walk along the train, like this side, you notice looking down that it's the same kind of track as before, whereas you kind of look off, it extends off into the darkness, seemingly an infinite amount of way. Same with this one here. Both tracks just stretch as dilapidated tracks as far as you can see with, as far as basically the light from this old station spreads.
Okay, so it just looks like it's just pitch blackness?
Yeah, it just goes into pitch blackness.
Okay, and even if I stand right here?
Even if you stand right there, yes, it's still gonna go into pitch blackness.
Dang. Let's see. Can he go here? But can I do like a 5 second light check? I turn on my flashlight and for 5 seconds and then just check the hall.
This hall?
Yeah.
Yeah, this hall is dark, so you will have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically turn on the flashlight and do a 5 second kind of check. You basically see it kind of turns into some other room, though the size of it you do not know. Alrighty, we're gonna go to Tam and Skid real quick. Tam, I see you are at the entrance to this area.
Because I see an orange thing, and I don't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That you do. There is an orange thing there. There is an orange thing there.
Yeah, I'm moving here so I can see more of it.
Okay, so as you're kind of moving there, please roll me a sneak skill.
Ah, shit. There's sneak. Need to find sneak real quick. I need to. Where is the goddamn roll 20? Work with me.
It'd be under stealth if you don't have a specialty in it.
No, I
So
have a specialty in it. I just don't. I think I might have entered it as stealth, assuming they were the same thing. But
that's
I am good at that. Okay, let's do this. Holy fuck. Yeah, how's it 2?
that's actually a critical success. So as you basically kind of like poke your head in, you're silent as like, you know, an owl in the night. And they don't notice you. And as you kind of peek in, I will give you more of the room. There you go. So you basically
What
peer
the
in
fuck?
and you see 3 like people. They're people, recognizably people. There's nothing strange about them. You know, they're not like zombies or anything. You see 3 people basically standing around what appears to be like a conductor's hat in the middle of this room, all chanting over and over again, "Hail the conductor! Hail the conductor! He is our savior! He is the one who saves us! Our savior! Our savior!" Over and over again, and they don't notice you.
Wait, did I just fucking call it again?
Like cultists in our Call of Cthulhu game, it's almost like that's the
Technically,
entire
these guys
purpose.
aren't cultists. You can see that they all have an icon on them.
I was gonna say conductor cultists.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I'm just trying to think of a way to signal to the other people that they should come look at this without like making noise.
Does my hide skill is still in effect?
Yeah,
From
we'll
like
let you
earlier?
keep that. So you two
Okay.
can both like kind of peek in without like, you know, them knowing you're there.
Okay. Edward will also do the same thing. No, seeing the child disappear, and he's concerned.
Okay, and then we have other guy who's in the wall.
They're not in the wall. Okay.
So yeah, this is going on now.
Mm-hmm. That it is.
Not really sure how to deal with this. I feel like making my presence known is a bad idea.
Well, you guys have to do. You guys can either just walk away or you can try and do something. But that's all you. That's all that happens. That's what you see.
Okay. I think we should see if we can like hand signal over to Eddie.
Alrighty. So we're gonna say that you kind of like creep back over here, and you like whisper so that they couldn't like make your presence known, but so that Ed can hear. So that Bud can hear. Like so, Bud, you basically hear like Bud, 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 come here.
Like, all the way across the train? Oh. Okay.
We're gonna say that logic makes sense, okay? It's an echoey train station.
Okay. Alright. I just walk this way to go. What? Why are you whispering?
There's people, I think.
Yeah, I'm a person. Yeah, it's a person. I think.
No, there's people over here.
Oh. Okay.
I think we figured out where the voices are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Get over here.
I found something interesting further this way.
Cool, we'll deal with that in a moment.
Fine, whatever. I go here. Now what?
There's these people there. You see them. You hear them chanting the same thing. Hail the conductor. Hail the conductor. He is our savior. He is the one who saves us. Our savior, our savior. While standing around a stereotypical conductor hat.
Yeah, just a
I hate
couple
the fact that they have health bars.
yeah, a couple of goons. Yeah, that's a bit concerning.
What do we do about it?
I don't know. Um, just avoid it for now.
Okay.
So out of game. What are you asking? I'm not picking up anything you're putting down.
Huh?
Out of game. What are you asking? I'm not picking up anything you're putting down.
Basically, just asking you what we should do.
Oh, okay.
The cultists.
The conductor. And then from there, he's going to look at the thing. He's going to look at the thing. So he goes, well,
What thing are you looking at?
I'm
This is
currently
important.
looking at the note we got when we woke up.
Ah, okay.
Interwebbing an infinite subway system created by the conductor. The deeper you go, the more dangerous the risk, the closer you get to escape. If you're reading this, you're currently on number 1. That prompts a few dangers. North bearings. Make your way a few cars down. Disembark mistaken, you should be able to find your way to Station 1, Shantytown. The denizens should brief you from there. I don't know about you, but I think this might be the denizens.
You want to talk to these people?
Do you have any better ideas? Because I'm all for it.
No.
Alright. So, put on your best smile. Don't play things too hard. And I'll put it like this. And I go, and make sure there's plenty of room for us to run away. Because I don't know about you, but I'm not in the wind to get any kind of scuffles.
Edward gives a thumbs up. Sorry, I'm like dying here.
All right, here I go, and I go, and as I walk past, I put my hand on Bucky's shoulder. If anything bad happens, I'm blaming you.
Yeah. Are you asking me to go in there, or are you going in there?
No, I'm going in there.
He's
Oh,
blaming
okay.
you. Bad happens. Sorry. Ouch.
And
Yes.
and then as I'm walking through, and I kind of go, if I would appreciate if you walk with me.
I'll walk with you.
Okay.
All right, I'll walk here. As I'm walking out,
something real quick.
I want to know what you
Do what?
quoted. I want to know what the quote is.
The anticipation.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Anyway, have fun talking to the cultists. I'll be right back. I need to pee.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
So, what do you say as you kind of walk in?
Let's see. What's a good what's a nice slang term?
I mean, I have a thing open right now.
Also, this is important. Actually, I need to put down like where the hat is. Okay, the hat is here. I need to check something. Okay, you all are good.
And then from there, I'm just going to go sold. Is it like to the point that we're able to tell what time of day it is, or it's just darkness, or it's just like we're in total pitch black?
You're not in pitch black in here. It's like dark, but there's still some light seeping in, like from these like hallway areas. So it's not like pitch black. You can see, but it's definitely dim to the point where like if you were trying to like read in here, fuck you, you can't. But you can discern like features of people and like the general like gist of things.
Alrighty then. I'm going to have Bud say it goes good. It's called good day, gents.
You see all the people like, I wouldn't say in like creepy unison, but like pretty much in sync kind of turn to you as let me roll a d3. Yeah. This cultist kind of takes a step towards you. Hello? Are you a fellow rider of the trains.
Okay, is he saying writer? Like a ride, like you ride?
Rider, like someone who rides on the trains.
Oh, okay. And he goes, yeah, I am. And I reach in my back pocket and I hold out my ticket.
Alrighty, you hold out your ticket and you see them kind of nod. Good, good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who the conductor is?
No. But I did we did discover a letter from the conductor upon we were boarded here. Please don't mind them. Please don't mind my compatriots as he gestures towards Bucky and Edward.
Alrighty.
Does
A letter
Bucky? So
from
does
him?
Yes, actually. It
Out of
goes.
context, that letter is not from the conductor, it's from someone who signs off as R.
Oh, okay. He goes.
We can
No.
retcon that if you like.
Yeah. It goes. I currently received a letter from a person named R, a representative of the conductor.
R?
Yeah, R.
Not R. We hate him.
Oh.
He tries to take people away from this place. Come closer, just a little closer, and we'll tell you everything.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a fuck no.
He kind
Yeah.
of like takes a step back to allow you some more space.
Oh, so he's giving me the opportunity to walk closer.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Am I able to actually make out these guys' faces, stuff like that?
A little bit. One of them appears to be like a middle-aged, the one who's talking appears to be like a middle-aged, like working class woman from what you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Like based on, they're not wearing the clothes that they're actually wearing. These are just the tokens I used.
Right.
She appears to be wearing like, a business blazer. She appears to be basically like an independent office woman, which is rare. So you can tell that she probably supposedly should be fairly educated and intelligent. Welcome back, Skid. You see that this person here appears to be like a scruffy, like hair overgrown, kind of dirty, some age man. You can tell he's not old from the color of his hair, but he has like a pretty robust beard that covers most of his face, and his clothes are pretty ruddy. And you see this person who's kind of looks to be like, a lower middle class, like, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Skid, that's fine.
And then from there, I'm going to. Do I have to make requests to use skills, or do I have to, or is it only presented if I say something?
You can ask to. Depends on what you want to do.
Uh-huh.
So what are you looking to do?
What I'm looking to do is see if I can actually do something to, not do something. I'm essentially going to go like, hey guys, like, so hey guys, because they did ask me to approach them, and in my mind, I'm thinking that like, yeah, like same as Tam, fuck that. So I'm just gonna go like, hey gents, like I'm basically telling, hey, I can hear you quite clearly. And this isn't really something that can be whispered about. I'm okay with it being voiced in the open, unless there's someone you don't want listening.
Alrighty. Please roll persuasion.
Okay, what would that be?
It is a skill. It is literally persuasion.
Okay, if there's any role I want to make, Matt.
Or persuade, I guess.
Persuade.
Yeah. If there's any role I want to be like really good, please let it be this one. Fuck you.
Oh no. Okay. So as you kind of like say that, you see them all kind of look towards each other. You hear them kind of like mumble something, and you see them kind of look back, and you all hear them all like kind of speak in unison. That won't do. The others can't hear. They don't want to know. We can't let them know.
Did I hear what they muttered?
Please roll me the listening skill, and any of you who want to also listen and roll it as well.
Sure.
To what they're mumbling.
All right, fine.
Let me find my listen skill.
Motherfucker!
God damn it, Will. I'm so sorry.
Is that a crit fail?
No, crit fails are 96 and above.
Okay.
So you're good. No crit fail. But like
Got a 30.
That's below. That's I rolled a 34. My thing is 20. Unfortunately.
You fail as well.
F.
I got a 30. My thing's 50.
Alrighty, you succeed regularly. You do manage to pick up a couple of words. You hear like, this guy mutter like, "Do they know Raymond? Do we trust them? I don't think that we do. No, we don't." And that's when they kind of turn back towards you guys to say all that. Bucky, you're the only one who hears that.
I guess I have like a lot of
Okay.
fucking earwax in my ears or something.
Yeah.
Or I'm just young and can pick up quiet tones.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Alrighty,
so
so that's the current state of things.
and then from there, what's his face? Bud's gonna like look towards Ed and Bucky. He's gonna like look at them. He's gonna go, trying to see if there's like anything that their body language might say about the situation.
The cultists or your party members?
Party.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Ed looks like he's having just a great time. He's like bouncing on his heels a little bit. He's just though he despite what his demeanor looks like, he is keeping a tight hold on where his gun is, just in case. But he has like he tends to you haven't seen him so far without like a super wide smile on his face.
Right.
What's
But-
Bucky's body language?
Basically, hiding and on the guard, if that makes sense. Like I'm trying to make myself small and put a barrier between me and this dude. I have my knife. I'm scared, basically.
Fuck. All right. Whatever.
Why?
Never mind. What the?
You just. Huh?
I heard.
I just hear a roll 20 roll sound.
I did too.
Oh, I see why. Anyway, so yeah, you guys are like, so you basically don't get too much of a clue. You see them kind of like gesture. You see this the guy on like the bottom right basically gesture once again. You don't need to come much closer if you're afraid. Just a step.
What's around us right now?
Well, you see
A
that there's
wall?
the hat on the floor that they're
Mhm.
all standing around, and then you see like around. This is like a table that it's on here, like a crate.
I
Not
don't.
a table, a crate.
I don't see no like pentagrams.
No. There's no pentagrams. There's no like demonic etchings. However, as you guys have kind of like stepped close to these guys, you're getting this very uneasy feeling, as if like obviously they're like looking at you, but you almost feel like something is watching you from like just all around you, if that makes sense. Like there's this general feeling of you guys just feel kind of on edge.
What's in here?
What's in where? In here?
Yeah.
You see basically like a crate with a couple of beams of wood that appear to have been made into makeshift benches, and on the table there appears to be like a small hooded lantern that's currently closed.
Yeah. Fuck this noise.
You're going to walk away?
I'm just walking away.
So as that happens, you see one of them just kind of
Alright.
start to walk like closer. Come on, it'll be okay. Just come closer. You'll hear him in a second.
I go over here and then I check if it's safe
So-
with my flashlight.
Alrighty, so you kind of go over there, walking away from these crazy guys. However, as you kind of like walk away, you see the one guy who was like talking. You basically walk out, and you immediately see him kind of like clutch his head and like collapse to the floor. Where the hell am I? What am I doing here? Where is this place? How do I?
Oh shit.
Huh?
I'm just gonna. Yeah.
You see this guy basically who's walked out, and you hear the other two behind still muttering. You see him kind of look around. What? Who are you three? Huh?
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hi.
we don't know you. You don't know us. Let's just keep our distance, okay?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. You
Mhm.
see him kind of like turn around. Who are those guys? What are they talking about?
I don't know. Something about a
Just
conductor.
don't go back in there.
Yeah.
Okay. You see him kind of like look towards the other side of the train station. Just kind of you hear him like mutter like curses to himself of fuck, how am I gonna get out of here? I don't even know where I am. What is this place? I fucking hate this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I vote leaving.
Yeah. I'd rather not deal with. So I'll deal with a couple of solid whack jobs. I go over here and I use my flashlight to like for 5 seconds.
Alrighty, so you like basically flick it on and off in order to conserve as much battery as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of get like this general like area of you see basically like electrical cables that and like what appear to be two small generators that appear to be like currently running that
Mm-hmm.
lead kind of into like a main like power area, not like a computer, those didn't exist, but like into like a frame to like power that you can assume is like powering the lights of this place.
Okay.
um
Okay. Is there more, or is that it for your descriptions?
There is more, however, you're walking in, so I need to reveal this too. And as you kind of walk in, you notice that this area is a fair bit warmer than the
Uh-huh.
other places, and you also notice that there appears to be a door right about here, that
Oh.
leads out into that is currently closed.
Okay. I'll mentally fire that away, and I walk over here, and then I do like this like horizontal scan, and then I check the ceiling with the flashlight for within like within about 10 seconds.
Alrighty. So you kind of like okay, here we go. You kind of like do like a general sweep, and this room appears to be filled with like a couple of generators. And they all appear to be running, though how you don't know. They all have cables that lead either into the wall or into that mainframe system that you saw before. And as they're kind of like whirring, there's just a soft hum of electricity around the area.
I want to check these boxes.
The boxes. Alrighty, so you basically like rifle through the boxes and you find an assortment of like tools such as screwdrivers
Oh,
and
shit.
wrenches
Awesome.
and maintenance tools.
All right, cool. I immediately grab at least one useful tool.
Alrighty, so you're rifling around and it's dark, but you do manage to find what you believe is like a fairly thick, but still a screwdriver, so it won't fit into every kind of screw.
Got it.
But you find I'm gonna write this, thick screwdriver, and you find what appears to be like a socket wrench.
Awesome.
Is there anything in this box?
Why should I be?
And-
Why is the music getting more spooky?
I don't know, why is it getting more spooky?
Oh, I'm listening to my own music. Let me stop doing that.
Well, technically, actually, I do need to change the music now that you're over here. And because of certain things that you guys have done. Give me a second.
And then from there, I'm going to like say, Bucky, Bucky.
Yes?
Here, hold this. I hand him the socket wrench.
Okay.
We might need this.
So as you guys are kind of like poking around in like the station area, please all of you roll me listening. Or listen.
Okay. Let's see. By 70.
Crit fail. Fuck, man. I'm so sorry, Will.
You know, these are actually the skills I'm proficient
13,
for.
sorry.
Like all this, I've been doing a decent.
Skin, what the fuck? You have not rolled bad except for that one roll this entire session.
I'm just so
13!
You know what?
13
Alrighty.
I'm gonna say like
The
I'll just.
It's out for me by making me roll low. But
Yeah, Will?
Yeah, at this point, I'm just beginning to think that my guy's actually more happy that he's like. I'm assuming like him fumbling through the tools is what's making it like distracts him from hearing.
Yeah, Skid, I believe that's a hard success.
Yippee.
And Tam, I believe for you it's also a hard success.
Cool.
So you two kind of notice as like he's rummaging through the tools, the electrical hum that you guys heard when you guys got into the room is getting quieter and quieter and quieter, and you eventually there is a little light filtering in from the hallways. You kind of guys see it flicker, and then just everything goes black as that humming electrical noise stops.
Oh dear, that's not good.
Uh-oh.
All of you now, so all of you kind of also hear almost like soft, like, I don't know how to describe it, like in the distance, the sound of almost heavy breathing. Yeah, exactly like that.
We get it.
We get it.
We get it.
We get it, Will.
We get it. Thanks. Okay.
Guys here.
Are any of you scared of the dark?
And then from there, he goes, "What did you do?
Oh, nothing.
Are you staying on the?" I look at it. Does it look like we disturbed the electrical circuit?
No, it doesn't look like you guys were very careful not to step on it, and the box shouldn't have interrupted it. But as you guys, you kind of hear that heavy breathing, and you guys start to hear almost like paw steps. No, I wouldn't say paw steps, like soft footsteps coming closer, almost as if they're coming like, I'm gonna ping kind of where you're hearing them.
Okay. So does anyone have a flashlight?
I do, but not that much juice. Not that
Well,
much juice.
Time
Use
to
it
tuck
now.
myself away in a corner.
Yeah. Is that a good call?
Alrighty, all of you please roll to hide.
Okay.
I don't even think
Where's
that's
my
even
hide?
going to be good at all. Is it actually called hide?
Yes.
It's called hide or stealth, depending on
15.
what you're.
50.
15. Alrighty, 15 of 50, hard success.
Yippee.
48 and my score is a 20.
You fail.
Wait, I have it checked here, so that would be, I think that's a 60.
60. Alrighty, then you succeed.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, to 60.
Succeed. Alrighty. Do you also at least succeed?
Sadly.
Huh? What did you
Yeah,
say?
we succeed.
Alrighty, so you all succeed, and as you guys are kind of like stuff yourselves in the corners, and you guys can't see anything, but you hear as like, you know the guy who was like grumbling about, oh, I'm gonna get out of here. You don't hear really the sounds of anything, but you do hear in the distance, what are you? What are you? No! Stay away! Stay away! No, 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 no! Stay away! No, no! Those are big claws! Big, oh! And you basically like hear his screaming get louder and louder and more panicked as you basically hear the sound of cracking bones. All of you please roll me sanity.
Fuck.
Okay. Come on. Yeah,
Ooh.
71.
Is that above your current sanity, Will?
No, I don't think it is. I think my sanity level's a 60.
Or below? Yeah.
Yeah, mine's a
Okay.
66 out of 99.
That's a fail. Skid, what do you roll? Do I have to roll with your immunity? Yes, you have to roll this. You're not seeing a corpse. You're hearing someone get actively murdered. That is a different thing. It doesn't count as death. Yes and no, you're gonna have to roll anyway for something that happens later in this monologue, so just roll now. Tam, what did you roll?
18.
18, alrighty, you succeed, so you'll take less sanity damage. 34, Skid, you also succeed. Will, you're going to lose 2 points of sanity, and the other 2 of you lose 1.
Alright, what do I mark it on my character sheet?
Just subtract 2 from your current sanity.
Oh,
So-
it gets lower and lower. Got it.
Yeah, it gets lower. So you basically kind of hear like the cracking finish up, and you hear this like demonic, almost slurping sound coming from outside, and you basically hear the heavy breathing get louder and louder as basically you see 2 bright reddish pink eyes peer around the corner, and you see almost like the frame of a towering figure with 2 huge ears. And no teeth, you just see basically as these eyes peer around and illuminate slightly this strange, almost humanish, animal, monster-like face as it basically looks around, kind of cursory, like looks right past you guys. Basically, the eyes slip back out of sight as you hear the breathing continue as it slowly walks away. After a few minutes, holding your breaths, trying to process exactly what happened, you hear the hum of electricity start to come back on, and you see the lights flicker back to life.
Glad we didn't have to fight that thing.
The fuck was that thing? Wait, this isn't a dream anymore. This isn't a dream anymore. Okay, yeah.
It looked like a cat?
Guys, you know the thing that I put in the I'm just gonna re-put this in Misc Media. This thing. You see this thing is basically what you see with those like creepy, like, you know, basically glowing limb-like things. That's the thing you see.
Then there's 3 tendrils.
And
Okay.
there's 3 tendrils.
Okay.
We should get moving now.
Yes, we certainly should. Give me a second. I just need to. And then from there, I'm gonna have him walk in the corner. Go. All right, I'm better. I'm better.
You know, I like your idea of getting back on the train.
Yeah, yeah, uh, yeah. And to be honest, I don't want to go see another dead body right now. And I'm pretty sure you're not too either, too, Bucky.
There's a door over here.
Yep.
Yep. I follow I follow the electrical line.
Alrighty, so you follow the electrical line to the door, and as you kind of like walk over there, you notice that it is unlocked, and as you push it open, you see a wide open room with a bunch of tents, and people basically sitting around a makeshift fire made of wooden beams. You see one of them kind of turn toward you guys, and you see basically one of the people from the encampment approach you, a middle-aged man who appears to be wearing a blue button-down shirt and black cargo pants, and he kind of gives you a salute. Welcome. You survived the lights being out. That takes guts.
You
Yeah,
mean that thing comes back often?
Oh, him? The conductor? Yeah, whenever the lights are out, that's when he prays.
as in
We're
like
normally
he.
safe in here.
The red cat guy.
What did you say, Tam?
I'm talking in character, like the red cat guy.
Oh, yeah, him. Him, they. We don't really know what it is, but normally we're safe in here since that door is powered by electrical energy. Though we don't actually know if that's true, it's the best that we can do.
Can we actually see where they are in the next room, like in roll 20?
I'll give you a map next time.
Oh,
Because this is
okay.
gonna be where the session ends. I don't have one. But yeah, basically you can assume that these are the quote unquote denizens that were talked about in the note. Because this appears to be
Right.
like a small encampment in like a room.
Right. Okay. And then from there, like, excuse me, do you go by the names of the denizens?
The denizens? Oh, yeah. Well, kind of. We at the very least are the ones mentioned in the note if you came from the first train.
Yeah, we
We're-
certainly did.
This is probably one of the safest places we found, so we've decided to stay here. Not a great existence, but we manage. If
Mhm.
you want to stay for a while or stay forever, if that's what you're thinking, then we'll let you in. We have room, though no extra tents at the moment.
Please tell me you have something to eat. I'm
Plenty.
okay. But before we go, do any of you know a guy named Michael Johnson?
Michael Johnson? Oh, of course. Just the other day we sent him on a scouting mission to, see if he could plot out more of the first train. Why?
And then from there, I immediately hold up like his ticket, and I even like flash the flashlight on it for about 2 seconds, or like about like a good like for him to actually able to read it in the dimness.
You see him kind of like narrow his eyes, and you see his face kind of light up with horror. Oh, shit.
Apologies as I turn off